there if we thought something, could go wrong there. So our trainers and doctors are cleared him to play. He's good to go. He wants to play, and we're excited for the opportunity come Sunday.
Tibial fracture.
I'm not going to get into specifics of that.
Are you seeing limitations at all? There looked like there was some restriction on his movement on Sunday.
Yeah, it's something, we'll manage. But again, we're not going to limit anything that we do offensively from a game plan standpoint. What he feels comfortable with out there, we're ready to go, and he's ready to go.
After missing the last 3 games with a concussion, Texans quarterback C.J. Stroud returns today with his team in the thick of the AFC playoff race.
Just play. Yeah, I think when you think about getting hurt, you think about, bad things when bad things happen. So I'm going to just play free, and try my best to trust my instincts and, do what I can and, of course, stay healthy. But I want to put my team in position to win. So I'm going to do that. And, whatever happens, happens. But, I've trusted I play this game the right way. And, I know when to slide, when not to, or, try to do my best to protect myself as well. But so I'm not going to second guess that and just try to go, and play fast and have fun.
Stroud and the Texans are 2 back of AFC South leading Indianapolis and are 8th in the AFC, a game out of the final wild card spot.
1, 2, 3, woo!
The biggest games.
Oh, you know what time it is. When the lights are bright. End zone! Touchdown!
The top storylines.
Chasing something right now.
It doesn't matter how we win, it's if we win.
Everything's still right in front of us. Can't win 10 in a row unless you win the first one.
Let's go! Let's go!
This is the opening drive on Football Sunday Countdown. 49ers at Browns.
Browns rookie quarterback Shedeur Sanders played well enough in his first NFL start a week ago that he made his team's decision to start him again an easy one. And if he's got the chance to continue to earn starts the rest of the season, he can do that if he plays well enough. Just like fellow rookie Dylan Gabriel got in the first half of this season, they're giving Shedeur his chances. But much of the call, whether he continues to start, will depend on how well Shedeur plays.
I'm definitely not comfortable, though. So that's first and foremost that I have another opportunity to go out there. But in life, you got to understand how quickly things come or how long it comes. It could be taken at any point in time. So I'm never comfortable in the situation I'm in. I always want to exceed expectations and I always want to grow. And each and every week, I will want to put a better product of myself, be a better version of myself for the team to be out there.
Sanders' dad, Hall of Famer Dion, is someone Niners coach Kyle Shanahan has fond memories of.
It is weird just because he was my hero growing up. He was probably the #1 player just in terms of being a true fan of. I always talk about how he got his jersey in '94 and wore it for about 6 months straight until someone jacked it from me. I'm still looking for that guy. But no, he was such a unique player. He was just different than everyone, his talent and everything. And now to watch him be a coach and to watch him raise, I think he's got 3 boys, but to watch the 2 boys in sports has been really cool to watch. And I know my wife, my daughter, they're huge Colorado fans too. And so I get to hear about Buffaloes all the time.
Sunday's forecast in Cleveland, cloudy and windy with periods of light rain early. Winds 25 to 35 miles an hour, occasionally gusting over 40 miles an hour, and that might alter the approach for San Francisco quarterback Brock Purdy.
Any quarterback in the NFL, if it's, some kind of rain or if the ball's wet, it does change, the mindset of taking care of the ball, but at the same time, you do have to drop back. You got to throw it on time, and if it's not there in time, let's be smart with the ball. So, I don't know. I think it just depends on, how hard it's raining and, really what the conditions are when we get there in the moment. But, I don't think I've played in rain before and, I've made it happen before. I've gotten the job done before in it. So I'm not going to, be afraid or change anything in terms of my preparation going into the week.
Cardinals at Buccaneers.
Bucs quarterback Baker Mayfield, who suffered a low-grade sprained AC joint in his non-throwing shoulder against the Rams, which forced him to miss the second half of that game, is active today. Also active for Tampa Bay, running back Bucky Irving returns after missing time with shoulder and foot injuries.
It's tough, man. Your first time being hurt. When I step on that field, like I always say, man, I don't take this game for granted, man. I love what I do every day. I love my teammates. And when I go out there, I play and I show them that each and every time that I get the ball, I'm trying to make plays and make things happen for this organization and this team to help them in any type of fashion to win football games. So when God takes something away from you and and he's telling you to get more closer to him and just lean on him. Because just being able to be down and something taken away from you, just being able to, everything was all right because I had the right people around me.
Irving, just one of a handful of injuries Tampa Bay has dealt with this season, but Mayfield is not making any excuses for the team's 3-game losing streak.
There's ways to look at it, and I think from a positive perspective, yes, we're potentially getting those guys back soon, but not waiting for that to happen. And I think that's where we're at offensively is let's not wait for this guy to make the play. Okay, he's back, now he's going to take the workload. Let's have the attitude that I'm going to be the guy that makes the difference. I'm going to make the difference-making block, whatever it is, run, catch. And so that's where we're at. Is we've shown that we can win with whoever's out there, and so why not now? Now let's not wait for some of these guys that have had a ton of reps to come back. You can do it too. Instill that confidence. Go out, trust yourself, and fly around and have fun. And that's really what I'm gonna, preach to the offense. That's what I'm looking for this week is confident, fly around. Let's go play our brand of football, and it's time we do that.
Tampa Bay quarterback Baker Mayfield. Arizona 0-7 this season against teams that entered the matchup with winning records and has lost 10 such games in a row dating back to last season. In addition, 6 of the Cards' 8 losses this fall are in one-score games. Inside the Numbers brought to you by My Computer Career, training for a better life.
Vikings at Seahawks.
Minnesota quarterback J.J. McCarthy remains in concussion protocol, so today will mark the 6th game he misses this season due to injury. He was sidelined all of last year, of course, with a torn meniscus, and since being picked 10th overall in the 2024 NFL Draft, McCarthy's missed 24 of a possible 30 games, including the playoffs. So with McCarthy out, Minnesota turns to 24-year-old undrafted rookie Max Brosmer.
I pride myself on being the most prepared guy in the field at all times, and that's just something that I feel like caters to my strengths. And I was never the most athletic guy, never the strongest guy, but I felt like I could do it better with my mind in the field, and that's playing NFL quarterback in my opinion. And I'm always challenging myself to do that to the best of my ability. And I feel like it's in and out of the huddle with some tempo. It's getting the right cans and right checks as much as you can throughout the game. And there's going to be ups and downs, but it's about mental resiliency through the game. And I felt like the guys did a really good job with that this week, where things may not be perfect, but we're getting the play off and executing the play well, and that's all you hope to get from the team.
And when it comes to Brosmer, there are no worries for the Vikings and coach Kevin O'Connell.
Obviously, I don't need to see Max do a lot of the things that he did in practice to have confidence in him. Like I said, this has been something that really dates back to training camp and just watching the way he was able to efficiently run our offense, no matter who he was in the huddle with. And I think our veteran guys, the guys in that first huddle, have seen it over and over again. But then to have him command the huddle the way he did this week, not sure the ball hit the ground today, just with the efficiency at which we were operating and throwing, and guys were flying around. So I think there's confidence in Max, and like I said, I'm excited to see him as a guy that I've been watching behind the scenes do a lot of work and continue to just make it about the stuff that is important and matters to the daily minute-to-minute process of a young quarterback. I have a ton of confidence in Max.
The QB on the other side of the matchup is somebody the Vikings know pretty well. Sam Darnold's 8-3 as a starter this season. He's tied for the second for the most multiple passing touchdown games since the start of last season. And a big part of that has been Jackson Smith and Jigba, notes Darnold.
I think sometimes Coach Saban might have said this at some point, but players overplay at some point. You know what I mean? Like sometimes, the coaches work so hard to draw up certain plays, but at the end of the day, sometimes you just got to give your guy a chance, and he can go make you look good as a quarterback. And, I learned that last year with Justin and this year as well with Jackson.
You heard Sam mention Justin. That would be Vikings receiver Justin Jefferson. He's got 765 yards receiving and 2 touchdown catches this season.
Rams at Panthers.
Now, the Rams are atop the NFC outright for the first time in 7 years. They've won 6 in a row, and a win today would mark their best 12-game start to a season since starting 11-1 in 2018. Coach Sean McVay.
I stay pretty disciplined relative to seeing those things, but you can't help when you look at NFL Network or you look at just some of the major websites, just being a fan of the game. You acknowledge it, and what you say is the guys have earned the right to get that. That's not why we do it, and that's not anything that moves us forward, but it's a sign of respect for what they've done through 11 games, and we got 6 more guaranteed. What I do feel good about is the maturity and the humility of this group. They understand that the confidence that you're seeing them play with on Sundays or whenever our games are is earned throughout the work week, the way that they celebrate each other, the way that they trust one another, but the way that they really challenge themselves throughout the course of the week. And our guys, I think, have earned the right to play with some, confidence the last handful of weeks, and you got to earn it again. Humility is only a day away. Our guys understand that, but we celebrate, really cool stuff that they're doing. We talk about enjoyment of other successes all the time. We're not worried about the outside-in narrative, but you can't help but be aware of it.
In his last 8 games, LA quarterback Matthew Stafford's been on some run. 25 passing touchdowns, no interceptions, the most passing TDs without a pick in an 8-game span in NFL history, and his 27 straight passing touchdowns without an interception since week 3 of this season is the longest streak since play-by-play was first tracked in 1978. Did you know? Brought to you by ESPN Bet Sportsbook. Download the app today. 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. And with all those numbers I just mentioned, Stafford, for certain, is firmly in the MVP conversation.
I just continue to show up here every day, try to do my best, work hard, be a leader for this team, worry about the things that I can control in this building, and try to be the best teammate I can. And listen, I'll let all that other stuff take care of itself. It's not something that's difficult for me to compartmentalize. That's this whole position. That's this whole job is, right? Like, I'm here. I'm all in when I'm here. I'm all in on a walkthrough or a practice, and I go home, and I've got a family. I'm dad and husband and all that, so not a lot of time in the day to think about other things, to be honest with you.
The Panthers coming off the Monday Night Football loss to the 49ers, during which they had a 21% designed rush percentage. So has the team abandoning the run too early cost them in the losses this season? Coach Dave Canales.
Yeah, not too early, just in general. That's the part that I can take an accountability for, is making sure that it's a part of it throughout the process, throughout the game. It gives us great balance, and I love to give the ball to Rico, love to give the ball to Chuba, so that they can make an impact on the game in their own way.
I'm Christine Lisi, getting you ready for Texans and Colts and the rest of NFL Week 13 action. Football Sunday Countdown on ESPN Radio is presented by Progressive Insurance.
Broncos at Commanders.
Denver enters this game riding an 8-game winning streak. That's second only to the Patriots, who've won 9 in a row. Broncos are 9-2 this season. Last time they started 10-2 was 2015, when they went on to win the Super Bowl that year. Coach Sean Payton's squad is the 2 seed currently in the AFC, a half game out of the top spot.
If you're able to capture the 1 seed, and it used to be the 2 seed, you eliminate a game, that's significant. Those early years for me in New Orleans, we were the 2 seed and ended up at Chicago as the 1 seed, and in tough weather. And I remember after that loss feeling like, man, we got to find a way to play this game at home. And then there was a few years later in the NFC Championship game. So that doesn't mean have to. We've seen years and years of teams shoot Tampa most recently on the road, and then won the Super Bowl. But each week, we build up this equity of where we're at, and I think certainly the buy-in, and these guys are smart enough to know what each of these games counts for.
2-time first-team All-Pro and reigning Defensive Player of the Year, Pat Surtain II, ready to return tonight in Washington. He's missed the last 3 games with a partially torn pectoral muscle. Denver won all 3 of those games.
It was good. Them guys, they exuded a lot of confidence out there. Them dudes was playing lights out, and it made me a fan to watch, on the sidelines. Just being out there, seeing from my lenses, is like those guys was playing with, full strength of confidence. And you could tell, everybody was together, flying around, playing good ball. And when you look at stuff like that, it makes it even more and more exciting to get back out there with the guys.
Denver cornerback Patrick Surtain II. Commanders quarterback Jaden Daniels out again with the dislocated elbow, but a return this season does remain likely for him, maybe even as soon as next week at Minnesota. Meanwhile, tonight, receiver Terry McLaurin will play for just the second time since week 3 for Coach Dan Quinn.
Well, I think a number of things. One, we can start building back that continuity, with Terry, as part of it. I'm excited, obviously, for the deep ball. That's like Terry's, superpower of tracking the deep balls to go. But there's screens, there's intermediate routes. He's a very good route runner. So there's an energy that goes with that. And so, yeah, we're excited. We're excited to get back. He's worked hard, and so to see that come back after some frustrating days and hard conversations and quiet moments, to work hard and get back, it's a big deal.
McLaurin has been hampered this season by a right quad injury. Washington has lost 6 straight, tied with the Titans and Giants for the longest active losing streak in the NFL. Coming up, how thankful one player is he gets to watch that fearsome Texans defense and not have to play against it. You're listening to Football Sunday Countdown on ESPN Radio.
Kansas. A night to remember. Kansas live. With the music that helped make rock classic. Saturday, December 6th, 7 p.m. Legends Theater at Route 66 Casino Hotel. On sale now at Ticketmaster. Presented by Legends Theater at Route 66 Casino Hotel.
It's time to turn up the heat on your Saturday morning. From the locker room to the headlines, from the hottest takes to the hardest laughs. This is Triple Threat with Jordan Heitzma, the Indiana sharpshooter with the facts. Jay Hill, the man from the cornfields of the Midwest with the comedy to match. And Kevin Banks, the man on assignment, the playmaker, the voice you need to hear. Sports, comedy, entertainment. This is Triple Threat. Every Saturday, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. on ESPN Radio, 101.7 The Team.
The ACC-SEC Challenge returns on ESPN.
One of the best events in college basketball.
Tuesday, men's reigning champion number 10 Florida takes on Cameron Boozer and number 4 Duke at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. Then number 16 North Carolina visits number 19 Kentucky at 9:30.
How special is this?
The ACC-SEC Challenge begins Tuesday on ESPN and streaming on the ESPN app.
The Hoop Collective Podcast.
Victor is listed at 7'5", and I don't think he's 7'5". I think we got a guy in this league who might be 7'7".
The Hoop Collective Podcast. Listen on the ESPN app or wherever you listen to podcasts.
The ACC-SEC Challenge returns on ESPN.
One of the best events in college basketball.
Thursday, it's a women's showdown between number 2 South Carolina and number 23 Louisville at 7 p.m. Eastern.
No one has been able to stop South Carolina.
Then Malaysia for Wiley and number 5 LSU battles Duke at 9.
Wow, for Wiley! My goodness!
The ACC-SEC Challenge on ESPN and streaming on the ESPN app.
Hey, it's Rich Eisen. We're hoping you're enjoying a long Thanksgiving weekend. We're back Monday to break down NFL Week 13, plus my 100% unbiased reaction to Michigan, Ohio State. All that and more on The Rich Eisen Show on Disney+, the ESPN app, and ESPN Radio.
Give it up for Chicago.
Sebastian Maniscalco's new stand-up special, It Ain't Right, is now streaming on Hulu.
30 years ago, Jeff Bezos, complete nerd. Bezos now ripped to shreds on his super yacht, and the boxes keep coming.
Watch Sebastian Maniscalco, It Ain't Right, now streaming on Hulu and Hulu on Disney Plus for bundle subscribers. Terms apply.
This is Freddie and Harry on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app.
This is the worst case scenario for the Steelers, knowing that you need Aaron Rodgers. They didn't want him to be the savior or the messiah. With their lackluster defense, their inconsistent running game, their offensive line that's been up and down, now you're asking him to come save the day, which is the last thing they wanted to happen.
Check out more from Freddie and Harry weekdays at 3 Eastern on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app. Amber and Ian.
I find myself not hating the Cowboys, like almost rooting for them. I think because there was so much piling on, and a lot of people did hate the Brian Schottenheimer hire, and I actually liked it. And people were so loud about the Micah Parsons trade. I mean, we're a couple games away from Jerry not looking so crazy.
Hold on.
What
Jerry's always going to look a little crazy.
All right, he's always going to look a little crazy.
Amber and Ian, weeknights at 7 Eastern on ESPN Radio. You're listening to Football Sunday Countdown on ESPN Radio.
I'm Christine Lisi. Football Sunday on ESPN Radio is brought to you by Dr. Pepper. Don't forget to tune in to today's trivia question, airing later on in the broadcast. Brought to you by Dr. Pepper. We're getting you set for a big AFC South matchup between the Texans and Colts. Let's now head to Indianapolis and our crew on the call for today's game. Alongside ESPN Radio NFL analyst and former NFL front office executive Mike Tannenbaum, here's ESPN Radio's George Sedano.
All right, Christine, thank you so much. Mike, let's start with the quarterback position. You got one quarterback with a broken leg, basically, and the other one coming back from concussion protocol. How do you view this particular matchup from that position?
Yeah, I know we could call this game the beat-up quarterback bowl, really, for both sides. Starting with Daniel Jones. This is a team that has played much better at home, but they haven't had a home game since Week 8. They average 33.7 points per game at home, which is the most in the NFL. But what's really scary to me is the play of Daniel Jones, and I think the injury is a big part of it, but weeks 1 through 8, drop back quarterback, no play action, he has an 80 QBR. Weeks 9 through 12 is 38. So that is a massive concern from a Colts standpoint.
Yeah, and then, look, you're going to have to rely even more heavily on a great run game with Jonathan Taylor, but this is a defense that's the best in the league, arguably, right? I mean, so how does Indianapolis try to maneuver through that offensively, considering how aggressive the Texans are?
They have to win on first down for them to be successful today. Obviously, that's probably going to be Jonathan Taylor, but if I'm throwing the ball against Will Anderson, Donnell Hunter, I'm throwing it on first and second down. Third down, I'm going to look for a quick game, even running it on third down, because if you're at third and long, look, last week Josh Allen was sacked 8 times. You're not going to win a lot of games, especially with a quarterback that has a fracture in his leg. And when you watch the film, Daniel Jones just doesn't look the same. So I think it's critical for the Colts to win on first down today.
On the flip side, C.J. Stroud getting back into action, coming off the concussion protocol situation. They are a team that won 3 straight games with Davis Mills. So how does that potentially work with the locker room and bringing back a guy like C.J.?
Well, C.J. Stroud's their future, but what's a little bit under the radar is the Colts are we can rush the passer too. We have 33 sacks, 6th most in the league. And when a quarterback's coming off of a concussion, you want to make him uncomfortable as possible, as quickly as possible, and it's going to be really loud in here. So if I'm Lou Anarumo, somebody I work with at the Dolphins who's very aggressive by nature, I expect them to say, hey, we have Sauce Gardner, we got Kenny Moore, Travarius Ward, that's what we got these guys, and we're going to bring the house against C.J. Stroud and really try to make him uncomfortable, and this should be a heck of a game today.
And then the game plan offensively for the Texans trying to work C.J. back in, how would you assess that?
Yeah, I think, is it going to be more Woody Marks, Nick Chubb? We'll see how they go. I think you got to get C.J. Stroud going and get him in rhythm and make him feel comfortable. I don't think there's any question that he's the quarterback of this team, despite Davis Mills playing better than expectations, but I think the Colts are really interesting because the mindset of their trade was Sauce Gardner is not just a great corner, but he's going to make our front even better. And again, this is a team that's been pretty good at rushing the passer before the trade.
Tons of playoff implications here in Indianapolis between the Texans and Colts. Christine, we'll send it back to you.
Guys, thank you so much. Today's game marking the return of Texans quarterback C.J. Stroud, as you heard the guys mention, out the last couple of games with a concussion, and being able to watch the NFL's top-ranked defense from a different viewpoint was something that Stroud certainly appreciated.
Yeah, just see how great our defense is, and if we can just, find a way to score in the red zone, find points, I think, we can go as far as we want because, we have a really, really strong, talented defense, and it was really good to see, and for me, to see from a bird's eye, and it has been the case, but it's a little different when you just get to sit there and watch and be like, dang, other quarterbacks got to go through this. Like, I got to, when I get back, I got to make sure I make plays and put these guys in position to win and, reward them for stops and then turnovers, so I think that's huge. Our special teams, playing well, and then, offensively, I thought we did really solid, but I think we can take another step as well.
We're going to stay on the topic of Houston's defense as Texans running back Woody Marks joins us now. Woody, how was your defense able to be even more dominant than usual in the win over the Bills 10 days ago?
That's amazing right there. You get 8 sacks in the game, just on the defensive side, and you get turnovers. That's amazing. Them guys I see it every day, relentless effort. Everybody attacking film, attacking on the field. His practice, guys just never let up. All 11 just going to go to the ball, even in practice.
So how grateful are you that guys like Will Anderson Jr. and Caleb Bullock are on your side and you don't actually have to face them in a game?
Oh, for sure. I kind of was saying that during the game. I was just like, I hate to be on the other side. You got Z's in the middle. You got Ball Hawks on the outside, 2 corners. You got Petrie. He's gonna come off the edge, and you got Daniil and Will. I don't know how they do it on the other side. I'm just glad I'm over here.
Now, quarterback C.J. Stroud returns this week after missing the last couple of games with a concussion. What's it been like having him back?
Just going through everything. He been seeing everything. Just giving us the feedback that he done seen throughout the past week. He been off. It's just coming back and just delivering, picking up where he left.
You've become the featured back for the Texans the last few games. How has your mindset shifted with that role change?
Mindset always stayed the same. Just going out whenever I got my number called, whenever the play was designed to me, whenever I had to block, stay in and block, just stay into the details. I say nothing changed. What changed was I was going out first, but nothing changed in my preparation. Preparation stayed the same.
You guys are 6-5 after an 0-3 start. What's been the key to this turnaround that's put your team in the hunt in the AFC playoff picture?
Everybody buying in, just locking in on the small details, just doing everything right. Hearing the play call in the huddle, everybody on defense connecting, not busting coverages. I'll say in practice, starting off strong on Wednesday. We go out and that's going to lead to Sundays you being successful.
Woody, thanks so much.
No problem. Thank you.
Texans running back Woody Marks. Coming up, what's fueled the dominance of Cleveland's Myles Garrett this season? This is Football Sunday Countdown on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app.
Progressive presents Employee of the Month. Small Business Edition. Today's recipient from Lucky Larry's Landscaping, Larry! Larry saved his business money with a quick commercial auto quote from Progressive. Does it help he's his own marketing manager, accountant, executive assistant, and never been late? Technically, yes, but saving really put him over the edge. So, Larry, give Larry a round of applause. Be your own Larry. See if you could save in as little as 8 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Hey, did you see that game last weekend? It was crazy.
Actually, we were there.
Wait, like in person? How'd you swing that?
Allegiant had a super affordable nonstop flight out there. And with how low the airfare was, buying tickets to the game was a no-brainer.
Hold my beer. I'm going to Allegiant.com right now.
Allegiant, the official airline of the Indianapolis Colts. Nonstop flights from Indianapolis to Jacksonville, Florida. One way for as low as $53. Must be purchased by 12/13/2025 for travel between 11/20/2025 and 5/18/2026. Seats and dates are limited. Restrictions apply. See Allegiant.com for details.
Caffeine doesn't have to be bitter or boring anymore. 5-Hour Energy shots are bringing the flavor and energy. One of my personal favorites, Strawberry Banana. It's giving smoothie vibes in a compact caffeinated shot. Whether you like your energy sour, fruity, or tropical, with 17 flavors, there's something for everyone. And yeah, it's got as much caffeine as a 12-ounce cup of coffee, but with 0 sugar and no crash. Big flavor, tiny bottle, tasty caffeine done right. You can grab yours in-store or hit up 5hourenergy.com or order on Amazon today.
A SoFi personal loan is here to help you achieve something once thought impossible: overcoming high-interest credit card debt. Walk the tightrope of your finances with one low, fixed-rate monthly payment, no fees required, and as soon as the same-day funding. That's right. Pull off your own debt-defying stunt with a SoFi personal loan. Visit SoFi.com/trick to learn more. Loans originated by SoFi Bank, N.A., member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply. NMLS 696891.
ESPN Bet is becoming the score bet this December. The same betting app you love, with a new look and promos curated just for you. Existing ESPN Bet customers don't have to change a thing. Your account, wallet, and bets will all remain the same. Plus, kick things off right now by logging in and claiming a 100% profit boost. More action, more rewards, more for you. The score bet coming this December. 21 plus, gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Clinton Yates here, and the holidays are upon us, full of gatherings, toasts, and plenty of cheer. And if you're like me, you want every moment to shine. That's why I head to Total Wine & More, where you'll find it all at the lowest prices, from rich whiskeys and smooth tequilas to festive liqueurs and elegant champagnes. And if you're not sure what to grab, their guides will help you find bottles that impress. You'll always find what you love and love what you find, only at Total Wine & More. Spirits not sold in Virginia and North Carolina. Drink responsibly. Be 21.
Feeling stuck on your own 10-yard line in the career game? Maybe it's time to just go for IT. My Computer Career has the game plan to score a rewarding new IT career in months. Whether you're a rookie, a breakout career changer, or a military veteran ready to serve. Why spend years chasing a college degree when you can fast-track your future in IT starting now? Take your mark, get set, go for IT. Take the free career evaluation at mycomputercareer.edu today. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
Are you like everybody else in the world who has no idea what to get everyone for the holidays? Well, you're in luck. We got you. Hands-free Skechers slip-ins. Because with hands-free Skechers slip-ins, you just step into them and they're on. There's no bending down, no touching, no fuss. Plus, Skechers slip-ins come in everyone's favorite styles and colors. And you can get slip-ins everywhere stylish footwear is sold, including a Skechers store. Or if you're too busy to shop in person, just get them online at Skechers.com, Amazon, and more.
This is Football Sunday Countdown on ESPN Radio.
I'm Christine Lisi, getting you ready for Texans and Colts and the rest of NFL Week 13.
May up in the pocket. May taken down by Myles. There it is. Myles Garrett has 5 sacks today. A new Cleveland Browns single-game record.
The single-season sack record is within reach. How bad do you want it?
I don't even think about it as a want. I just think about something I'm going to knock down. It's already been written in my mind.
Smith is back to throw. Myles got him again.
Ball's out.
Ball's out. Browns football. Strip sack. Myles Garrett.
That is the hat trick for Myles Garrett. He's had a hat trick in 3 of his last 4 games. 2 forced fumbles today.
It is almost hard to find the words to describe how good Browns all-world defensive end Myles Garrett has been this season. The sacks, the hits, he's got quarterbacks running for their lives. Garrett talked about his 2025 NFL season today on NFL Countdown with ESPN NFL reporter Kimberly A. Martin.
All right, Myles, you're now 5 sacks away. You guys have 6 games to go. Is this something that you can lock up before Christmas or possibly today?
I mean, if we do what we're supposed to on defense, absolutely. And, we got to take care of business. We got to stop the run and give ourselves opportunity to rush the passer. But, those opportunities will be there if we play like we've been playing all year.
I know you said that you have a sack total in mind. You plan on writing that on your wrist tape today. Can you give us a little sneak peek what that number might be?
Just got to be paying attention, that's all.
Now, I also saw that Lawrence Taylor shouted you out on social media. He said you've been doing it at a different level for a very long time. I know you want to meet Lawrence Taylor, but what did that tweet mean to you?
I mean, he's considered by most to be the greatest to ever do it on the defensive side of the ball, so it means a lot. And, I want to be able to be mentioning those conversations with him when, my time is up.
You went viral last week for your expression when you were watching that deep pass from Shador to Isaiah Bond. You clearly were not expecting that throw. But what are you expecting from your rookie quarterback, Shador Sanders, today?
Just more big plays, more that same composure. And I think, he'll have some time to, analyze what's going on down the field and be able to take his time and make plays all day.
Browns defensive end Myles Garrett on ESPN's NFL Countdown. We welcome in ESPN NFL analyst and former NFL head coach and cornerback Herman Edwards. Myles Garrett's got 44 tackles, 26 for a loss, 27 quarterback hits. He leads the league with 18 sacks. How has he been able to play even better than he has in previous seasons?
He's a remarkable player. And this, when you think about Cleveland, as bad as they've kind of played, offensively, on the other side, they got the second-ranked defense in the National Football League. And with that being said, he has a lot to do with it. It's funny because when you look at a guy like that and you look at the numbers and just the way the guy has played, it says a lot about who he is, right? Because when you play on teams that don't win a lot, you could be discouraged. He's never wanted to leave Cleveland. He had a chance to get out of there before he got his big contract. He says, no, I'm staying. Good for him. I mean, he loves playing for this organization. You're hoping for guys like that it eventually turns for him, because I can remember back in my era of playing, the Cleveland Browns were like, that's the Cleveland Browns. I mean, and now that's not the case. But San Francisco's walking into a dicey situation. They are 0-4 against Cleveland every time they go out there and play them. The last 4 times they played in Cleveland, and the weather's kind of been like this. never good. So Shedeur Sanders is starting. I think it'll be a tough day for Shedeur because of the San Francisco defense, but the crowd will be excited, right? They're excited about Shedeur starting.
Sure.
So this team will have energy. It'll be interesting to see what happens.
What did you see from Shedeur last weekend?
I saw a guy that was confident in the fact that he had gotten some practice reps. The team rallied around him. Now, obviously, he was playing a team that, when you look at it, is much better. And Cleveland is better than the Raiders. And for me, it should have looked like that. And with that being said, Shedeur gave this team some energy. He's such a vivacious guy. You know, he just kind of reminds me a lot of his daddy. I know his father, and I remember him when he was a little kid. And, you know, he's played his whole life with a lot of pressure on him because he's Deion's son, right? But I think they love his personality in Cleveland, especially when you win. And if he can, you know, have a good outing against San Francisco, he might have a chance to keep the position as a starter.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm all good. I'll be ready to go on Sunday. Obviously, was out there last week. I'm good to go.
NFL Network Herm reported this week that Colts quarterback Daniel Jones has a fractured fibula. How concerning is that?
Well, concerning in the fact that going into this, when you look at the Colts, they were the second-ranked offense in the National Football League, which is really good. Problem is Houston's the number one defense in the league. They're starting to all of a sudden get better, and they hit the quarterback a lot. They bring pressure a lot. And so I think if you're the Indianapolis Colts, you got to give it to Taylor. I mean, he is actually an MVP candidate. He's got over 1,400 yards rushing and receiving. So this will be a big test for Indy playing these guys, Houston.
Just more reps, certainly. But certainly it's another week, and so I'm sure there's more comfort there, not only in him, but in the medical experts.
Now, that was Steelers coach Mike Tomlin on Aaron Rodgers this week. He missed a game with a wrist injury. What are you expecting from Rodgers and the offense today against the Bills as he deals with that broken wrist?
Won't go under center a lot. I think they have to try to run it if they can. But you look at the Steelers' numbers. They're 27th in offense. They don't run the ball particularly well. They're 27th. Defensively, you know, they're 28th. This is a team, when you look at the numbers, it doesn't seem like a Pittsburgh Steelers team. The only thing that is right with the Pittsburgh Steelers in the fact that they are over in the AFC North and 6 wins is leading it. I mean, and the Ravens are coming back. All of a sudden, Cincinnati thinks, well, we got a chance. They might have a chance. I don't know. With Joe Burrow's coming back, but they don't have a defense. And Pittsburgh, they can hit the quarterback. They force turnovers. That's what they do on defense, right? So that keeps them alive. And if you're Aaron Rodgers, I mean, look, it'll be interesting. You know, he's there for this reason now. They're in the playoff hunt. That's why they went out and got a veteran quarterback like Aaron Rodgers. They said, going down the stretch, we need this kind of player. Well, now he's hurt. Is he hurt enough where he can't play? He's going to give it a go, but the problem is if somebody hits it, we'll see how that feels.
4-man rush. Darnold has time. Going to let it fly. Got a man, J.S. Head. Makes the catch. Breaks the tackle. He's going to back into the end zone for a touchdown. Seahawks. 63 yards. Single coverage. You guys know better than that, Tennessee.
Now, Seattle quarterback Sam Darnold, who did have a stinker against the Rams a bit ago, he has really picked up from where he left off in Minnesota last season. What has stood out to you, Herm, about the job that Sam has done in Seattle?
Well, first of all, like you said, he had a stinker, but he's protected the ball, and that's very important. And they're playing complementary football. They can run it some, too. They don't put it all on him. He's got some talented players that play with him, and he knows that. And he's got confidence. He looks like a confident guy right now. He's just playing with a lot of confidence. That has a lot to do with coaching. They built a system around his skill set. You know, sometimes when you look in the NFL, and especially a quarterback, because he's the guy that gets exposed the most on your football team, because he plays with the ball. And everything revolves around the quarterback. And sometimes when you have a bad season somewhere, or you get a lot of the blame, right? Offensive coordinator and the quarterback get a lot of blame. And two things happen. Either that inspires you or it deflates you. It's inspired him. The fact that, hey, I'm better than this. Maybe a change of scenery will help me. And obviously it has. And so you got to give a credit to the player. You got to give a credit to the organization for saying, you know what? We see something in this guy. Even though it wasn't good for him somewhere else, if he comes here, we can fix it. So you like stories like this. We see a lot of quarterbacks like this in the league now. You know, Baker Mayfield comes to mind always for me. How about the Baker Mayfield story, right? That's what makes the league so great.
Herm, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Our Herm Edwards. Coming up, Seattle quarterback Sam Darnold, 8-3 as a starter this fall. We hear from him as he gets ready to face one of his former teams. You're listening to Football Sunday Countdown on ESPN Radio.
No days off when you love what you're doing. Sundays are the best day of the week because you're just one day away from First Take returning Monday, 10 a.m. Eastern on ESPN.
Give it up for Chicago.
Sebastian Maniscalco's new stand-up special, It Ain't Right, is now streaming on Hulu.
30 years ago, Jeff Bezos, complete nerd. Bezos now ripped to shreds on his super yacht, and the boxes keep coming.
Watch Sebastian Maniscalco, It Ain't Right, now streaming on Hulu and Hulu on Disney Plus for bundle subscribers. Terms apply.
Hey everybody, it's Freddie Coleman of your Afternoon Cool edition of Freddie and Harry with me and Harry Douglas. We want to wish everybody, meaning me, HD, Shannon Finn, Eric Hanman, a happy and safe Thanksgiving weekend. We'll see you at 3 p.m. Eastern Time on the mighty ESPN Radio and ESPN Plus.
Talk about stepping up.
It's time to level up your game. Introducing the all-new ESPN app. All of ESPN, all in one place. Your home for the most live sports and the best championship moments.
The electricity is palpable.
Step up your game with no annual contract required. It's the ultimate fan experience. Level up for more on the ESPN app or at stream.espn.com. Sign up now.
Evan, Canty, and Michelle are unsportsmanlike.
The Eagles' formula on offense and why they've been able to stack wins even though it's been inconsistent is because they don't turn the ball over. They're number one in red zone efficiency. So I do think there is something to be said for that approach. The problem that I have when you watch the film, there are open receivers in the passing game, and Jalen Hurts is missing them.
Unsportsmanlike. Weekday mornings starting at 6 Eastern on ESPN Radio and on ESPN2. The Rich Eisen Show.
Myles Garrett, his 18 sacks and leads the league. You know his second with 13 sacks is Myles Garrett in the last 4 weeks.
Strahan yesterday, I don't know if you guys saw this, he basically said goodbye to his sack.
I don't blame him because
it
should have never been his in the first place. TJ Watt should be saying goodbye. Yeah, nice.
I mean, he's had a game with 5, 4, and he had 3 on Sunday.
So that's enough.
The Rich Eisen Show. Weekdays from noon to 3 Eastern on ESPN Radio, ESPN Plus, and on Disney Plus.
The NBA is happening Christmas Day. 5 games, 1 unforgettable lineup.
That's what Christmas is all about.
Buckets for breakfast, breakaways for dessert. It's the holiday tradition.
Christmas is our day.
With star power from across the globe.
The stars, they are going to be out.
The best gift, you don't even have to unwrap it.
We want to say Merry Christmas and Happy New Year!
NBA Christmas Day begins at noon Eastern on ABC and ESPN.
What's up, kiddos? Clinton Yates here. Coming up on Monday, we'll break down a massive slate of football in both the NFL and college and catch you up on everything you missed from the holiday weekend. That's Monday on Clinton and Friends at 10 a.m. Eastern on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app.
This is Adam Schefter, and on this week's episode, changes in New York and Las Vegas, a record pace by an all-time great, and our weekly power rankings. The Adam Schefter Podcast, available wherever you get your podcasts.
Hockey is here. The breakaways, here. The beards, here. The deeps, the backhands, the OB goals, all here. Comebacks are here. Blue Cheese is here. Barn burners, thousands of them. Trade alerting, here. The fans, here. The Stanley Cup, yeah, you guessed it. It's here on ESPN.
Watch all season long on ESPN and the ESPN app.
You're listening to Football Sunday Countdown on ESPN Radio.
I'm Christine Lisi. We're getting you set for Texans and Colts just after the top of the hour. A reunion of sorts today in Seattle as the Vikings face former quarterback Sam Darnold and the Seahawks. Darnold has had a career high 35. He had a career high 35 touchdown passes last season. He's got the 4th highest completion rate in the league among starters this season. Darnold's level of play is not lost on Minnesota receiver Justin Jefferson.
Oh, yeah, he's definitely balling. It's hard to miss it when, the number one receiver is topping in the NFL. So he's been killing it. Of course, some people would talk about, the bad games that he had, but all in all, he's leading his teams to victories. So that's the main thing. So it's definitely going to be tough to go to their home in that environment to get a win out of there. So we got to lock in and we got to execute our plays all in all on all three phases and come out with a dub.
Darnold this week sat down with ESPN's Jeremy Shepp to discuss, among other things, how his time in Minnesota ended.
The Minnesota Vikings are going to win 9 consecutive games for the first time since 1973. Sam Darnold is going to become the first quarterback in National Football League history to win 14 games in his first year with a new team.
With that victory against Green Bay last December 29th, the Vikings improved to 14-2. But the following week, they lost to the Lions in the final game of the regular season. Then, in the wild card round of the playoffs,
Darnold backs up. He takes another big sack.
They were blown out by the Rams. Sam Darnold went from hero to expendable.
How do you reflect on that sequence of events?
If that's not the NFL, I don't know what is. At the end of the day, people got to make business decisions, and I'm not going to try to control that.
Sam Darnold agreeing to a 3-year, $110.5 million deal with the Seahawks.
But that led me to here.
And once again, Darnold is performing at an elite level.
Darnold rolls left, throws to the end zone, touchdown! Breaks the tackle, he is in! He's going to throw down the seam, got a man out there, the ball is caught, touchdown! Sam's going to look, Sam's going to throw, Sam has a touchdown!
In 28 starts in the last 2 seasons, Darnold is 22-6. In the 6 previous seasons, he was 21-35.
Did you ever think maybe it's not going to happen? And I'm not going to be able to show everyone what I'm capable of?
To be honest, I never thought about it like that. I never even thought about that, being a possibility. I was always just focused on doing my job every single day. Even when I was in San Francisco and people counted me out, I did everything that I could to be the best backup that I could and help Brock in certain situations that way.
Jeremy Shepp. I'm Christine Lisi, getting you ready for Texans and Colts and the rest of NFL Week 13 action. Football Sunday Countdown on ESPN Radio is presented by Progressive Insurance.
Rudolph gets a snap. Need a first down. Thrown and batted down at the line of scrimmage, and that's the ball game. The Steelers will lose here at Soldier Field. Well, discouraging loss here in Chicago. That's the end of the game. The final score, the Bears 31, the Steelers 28.
Allen back to pass, has to throw it down the middle, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kalen Bullock, and the Texans are going to kneel this thing out with 18 seconds left. And Houston repeats as a house of horror for the Buffalo Bills.
Week 12 saw another subpar performance by the Bills offense on the road, similar to what also happened in Atlanta and Miami this season. Buffalo receiver Tyrell Shavers joined us earlier this week. He talked about what the focus has been for the offense to get back on track.
Just focusing on the little things, for our offense. We don't need to switch a bunch of things up. We just need to hone in on the details and the small things. It's not like we just need to switch the offense up because it's not working. It's like one small thing that's happening that's making the play go wrong. But I think once we hone in on the small things and everybody does their 111, I think we'll be all right.
Now, there's been a lot of talk in sports media throughout the season about Buffalo not having a true number one receiver. What's your response to that? What would you tell them are the strengths of your receiving group?
I don't believe that at all. First and foremost, I think everybody that we have in this room could be a wide receiver 1 or a wide receiver 2 anywhere in this league. It's just about us taking advantage of the opportunities, being on the same page with the quarterback and the offensive coordinator. But it's really laughable to say that we don't have receivers in this room because we have so much talent in this room. And it'll show real soon. I can promise you that.
I want you to describe your quarterback, Josh Allen. What's it been like playing with him?
It's been a blessing for me. He's one of the most physically gifted quarterbacks to ever play the game. He's smart. He knows what he's doing out there, and he's a great leader. And when things aren't going well, he knows how to keep everybody calm and keep things holding in and bring everything back together how it's supposed to be.
I've heard you mention a couple of times you're close to Keon Coleman, a healthy scratch the last 2 games. Talk about what you want people to know about him that they might not realize.
He's a great player and he's a even better person. He works hard. A lot of the media stuff, it's very deceiving, but Keon's a great person. I mean, he's young. We all make mistakes, especially when we're young. I mean, I haven't met anybody ever in my life that hasn't made a mistake. So it's all about just learning from it, and that's what he's doing right now. He's in the process. He's growing up, and that's all that matters. As long as you're learning from it, you can't really ask for much more.
What do you see as the biggest challenge going up against the Steelers defense on the road?
They're physical. They're very physical. One of the most physical defensive teams we've played, honestly. It's on the road, like you said. It's going to be a hard, tough environment. The fans are going to show out there in Pittsburgh, so we just got to make sure we're communicating on offense, defense, and special teams so we can execute.
Tyrell, thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Bills receiver Tyrell Shavers. Aaron Rodgers back for the Steelers today. He missed the last game with a broken left wrist. For more on the 41-year-old quarterback, here's ESPN NFL reporter Sal Paolantonio.
This is exactly the reason why Aaron Rodgers is in Pittsburgh, why the Steelers went out and got him, for that veteran leadership and experience to set the tone. Look at the schedule going forward for the Pittsburgh Steelers. They have 2 games against the Baltimore Ravens next week against Baltimore. Got to take care of business against Buffalo today. And here's the latest on Aaron Rodgers' severely broken left wrist. He will wear a black stabilizer, I'm told, on that left wrist, which he wore all practice this week. And he did not take very many snaps, if any, under center this week because of the limitations on that left wrist. I'm told all systems are go, but you have to watch with the play action pass, because he won't be under center. An important part of mitigating that pass rush of the Buffalo Bills and protecting Aaron Rodgers is definitely job 1 today.
Sal Paolantonio. Because of the Ravens' loss to the Bengals on Thanksgiving, the Steelers today can regain the lead in the AFC North with a victory. ESPN NFL analyst Damian Woody explains how Pittsburgh gets that W.
We've seen all year long with this Bills defense, they've been flawed on the defensive side, particularly their front. They've had tons of trouble trying to stop the run. And so if you're the Pittsburgh Steelers, you got to impose your will on this Buffalo Bills defense. You got to be able to run the football. Listen, Aaron Rodgers is coming off this broken wrist, left wrist. Okay, you don't want your quarterback taking a bunch of hits. And how do you do that? By running the football. So to me, that's going to be one of the keys in this game.
A reminder, Bills Steelers caps off our NFL doubleheader today on ESPN Radio with kickoff at 4:25 Eastern. Today's trivia question is brought to you by Dr. Pepper. The Steelers have allowed 30-plus points in 5 games this season. That's tied for their most in a season since Mike Tomlin became head coach in 2007. So what other season under Tomlin did Pittsburgh allow 30-plus points in 5 games? Brought to you by Dr. Pepper. It's not football season without the delicious taste of an ice-cold Dr. Pepper. It's a pepper thing. Coming up, the Texans try to win their 4th straight in a huge AFC South matchup against the Colts. This is Football Sunday on ESPN Radio.
Gas prices are out of control, which means you need to make the most of every drop of fuel. That's why you need Lucas Fuel Treatment. It cleans and lubricates the entire fuel system to maximize power and efficiency. Use it every time you fill up for optimum results. Lucas Oil is the official oil of the Indianapolis Colts and is used throughout Lucas Oil Stadium. To learn more, visit lucasoil.com. Lucas Oil. It works.
Coach Saban here, and let me tell you, every second matters. Preparation is everything, and that's why I trust Kidde Smoke Alarms.
And as North America's #1 home fire safety brand, they're built to respond over 25% faster to smoke detection. Kidde helps protect what matters the most. Find it at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. #1 claim based on total household installations as of December 2023. 29% faster average smoke detection based on internal testing of smoldering wood fires for Kidde 9th edition versus leading competitor 8th edition products.
Guys, don't propose with a ring that she didn't pick out. Trust us, she already has a ring in mind. So engage with Gage Diamonds, in person or online, where Gage's skilled ring designers will work with her to create the perfect setting. matched with the perfect stone. Gage specializes in exquisite lab-grown diamonds. Financing available. GageDiamonds.com, where engagement's middle name.
A SoFi personal loan is here to help you achieve something once thought impossible, overcoming high-interest credit card debt. Walk the tightrope of your finances with one low, fixed-rate monthly payment, no fees required, and as soon as the same-day funding. That's right, pull off your own debt-defying stunt with a SoFi personal loan. Visit SoFi.com/trick to learn more. Loans originated by SoFi Bank N.A. Member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply. NMLS 696891.
Fellas, it's the season to shine, and not just from the holiday lights. Manscaped is here to keep you looking sharp for every holiday party, family photo, and mistletoe moment. The Lawnmower 5 body trimmer and the Chairman Plus face shaver deliver precision, comfort, and control worthy of Santa's nice list. I've been good and nice. Whether you're tidying up before a big night out or preparing for New Year's Eve, Manscaped has your back. And your face too, to be exact. So gift yourself with some grooming greatness this season, because looking good is the best gift of all. And now you can find Manscaped products at your local Walmart.
ESPN Bet is becoming the score bet this December. The same betting app you love, with a new look and promos curated just for you. Existing ESPN Bet customers don't have to change a thing. Your account, wallet, and bets will all remain the same. Plus, kick things off right now by logging in and claiming a 100% profit boost. More action, more rewards, more for you. The score bet coming this December. 21 plus, gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
This one's for the flavor fanatics. Sour Apple 5-Hour Energy Shots don't mess around. They bring the bite. Tart, tangy, and packed with tasty caffeine, this little 2-ounce bottle punches above its weight. With zero sugar and as much caffeine as a 12-ounce premium cup of coffee, it's the kind of pick-me-up that keeps your taste buds happy without the crash. And it doesn't stop at Sour Apple. There are 17 bold flavors waiting for you to discover. Pick one up in store or stock up online at 5hourenergy.com or on Amazon today.
Officer, can I get your perspective as a man of the law?
You know I'm a mall cop, right?
You see this Hyundai Santa Fe? I only paid for it.
Whoa.
Right? I'm not in trouble, am I?
Deal's so right, it almost feels wrong. The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Get 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days on all Hyundai Tucson, Tucson Hybrid, Santa Fe, or Santa Fe Hybrid models. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today. Offer ends December 1st. Call 562-314-4603 for details.
This is Football Sunday Countdown on ESPN Radio.
I'm Christine Lisi. We now pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Football Sunday on ESPN Radio. Now let's head on out to Indianapolis and our crew on the call for today's game alongside ESPN.
1017 KQTM Rio Rancho Albuquerque, your hometown radio station. Time for a 1017 The Team Sports Update. Provided by Caesars Sportsbook in Stadium 66 at Route 66 Casino Hotel.
Time for our game plan brought to you by SoFi. Need a game plan? Go with SoFi. Get your money right. Mike Tannenbaum, what is the game plan for the Texans?
They have to rely on their strengths, George, which is they're number one in defense, as you mentioned, and they have to get after Daniel Jones, who has not played well in the last 4 weeks with a reportedly broken leg. Look for Will Anderson and Donnell Hunter to try to make their presence felt early in this game against the Colts.
And for more on the injury front from the Indianapolis Colts, let's check in downstairs with Jeff Darlington.
Yeah, George, when it comes to that broken leg that Mike Tannenbaum was just referencing with Daniel Jones, it's actually a hairline fracture in his fibula, and it does definitely cause some issues with lateral movement. You'll see a lot more shotgun out of him, that according to some sources that I was talking to before the game. He is impacted by it, but he is not in trouble because of it. It is stable, so they don't feel like they're going to further injure it by him continuing to play. One other note here, Tyler Warren, the tight end, was getting IVs in the locker room before the game. He's dealing with an illness, but he will play in this game today.
All right, Jeff, thank you so much. The Colts will receive here, and Kaimi Fairbairn will kick it off for the Houston Texans momentarily. As we look at this particular contest, Mike, you heard Jeff say what he said about the Colts injury situation. The lateral movement, though, that certainly worries me if I'm the Colts with Daniel Jones.
Yeah, any movement when you're talking about the quarterback is going to be important, especially when you're going against those great pass rushers that Houston has. They have a complete defense. They're also getting back Jalen Petrie, 2 great corners, and Derek Stingley and Kwame Lassiter. I think this is, if I'm Shane Steichen, I want to get Daniel Jones comfortable, but then what I'm going to try to do, make this a big Jonathan Taylor game. The best way to slow down a pass rush is to be able to run the ball at your opponent.
This is the first game at home for the Colts in 35 days. They're all lined up now. Fairbairn ready to kick it off. Anthony Gould and Amir Abdullah back to receive the dynamic kickoff inside their 5-yard line.
Hey, George, if something happens to Daniel Jones, Tyrese Halliburton's here. Maybe he can run a little option.
Well, Tyrese dealing with an Achilles injury still that he's rehabbing from, so I don't know how effective he could be, but he's certainly one of the best passers in the NBA, and I wouldn't put anything past Tyrese to try to go out there if he could. So we are getting ready to kick. Fairbairn backing up to his 33. Shifting to his left. And we are off here in Indianapolis. Gould will take it and kneel it inside his end zone. So Daniel Jones will come out. Again, we mentioned the fractured fibula. We'll make sure to check out his lateral movement throughout the game, but this has been the best offense from a scoring perspective in the National Football League, and we're going to see a heavy dose of Jonathan Taylor, as we always will, with this particular team. So curious to see the passing situation, but this team atop the AFC South, the Texans 2 games back and just on the outside looking in the playoff picture in the AFC, currently in the 8th spot. So Jones will start under center, Taylor the deep back, 2 tight ends. Ball on the left hash, play action. Jones drops back, looks to his right, a completion near the 35-yard line to Jonathan Taylor. Al Shire made the tackle pretty quickly, wrapped him up after a 2-yard gain.
George, we talked about this a little bit in the opening, which is get Daniel Jones comfortable. I'd rather throw the ball on 1st and 2nd down against this Texan defense than on 3rd down. Look for more quick passes underneath to get Daniel Jones, again, with that hairline fracture, comfortable.
So ball now placed at the 37-yard line on the right hash. Jones in the gun, trips to the left side. Jones looking left now, surveying. Dumps it down to his tight end Warren at the 30, incomplete at the feet of Warren. And it'll be 3rd down upcoming for the Colts, 3rd and 8.
That was a screen pass. So that was going to be a tight end screen, and credit Will Anderson having great instincts to stop his pass rush, got on Warren, and Daniel Jones had nothing else to do but to dirt the ball.
Houston's defense, 34% is what they're allowing on 3rd downs. That's 2nd in the NFL. Empty set for Jones. Ball on the right hash. Now Taylor shifting back into the backfield. Trips to the left side. 5 seconds on the play clock. They snap the ball. 3-step drop. Looks left, throws left. It is incomplete. Josh Downs could not haul it in at the 43-yard line. Kalen Bullock in coverage, and the Colts will be forced to punt on their first drive.
That was a really good series by the Texan defense. We saw it all. We saw instincts. We saw good tackling. And there we saw Daniel Jones' clock got sped up. Even if that ball was completed, George, it would have been short of the sticks. Great start for this Texan defense.
Jalen Noel set to receive. He's inside his 15. And the punt here by Rigoberto Sanchez. He awaits at his own 22. Ball on the right hash. Here's the snap. Sanchez punts it. A spiraling punt. Noel to receive at his 18. Now headed towards the near sideline. 25, 30, and out of bounds just past the 30-yard line. So solid field position for the Texans to start their next drive. C.J. Stroud getting his first action, missing 3 games due to concussion protocol.
Yeah, and likewise, if I'm the Houston Texans now, D'Amico Ryans, I want to get C.J. Stroud very comfortable. This is a very good Colt pass rush. They're at home. It's going to get loud here in a second. And C.J. Stroud's missed 3 weeks, which is a long time for a quarterback.
So ball on the 32-yard line on the left hash. The Texans breaking the huddle. You hear the fans getting loud here. Stroud under center. Woody Marks deep in the backfield. 2 tight ends, 2 receivers to the right. 1 receiver in motion. It's Higgins. Higgins back in motion. Hand off to Marks, testing the left side, nowhere to go. Gain of 1 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 9. Jermaine Pratt with the tackle near the left hash.
This Colt defense is much better than it's been. You mentioned Jermaine Pratt. We're going to see Sauce Gardner today, George. They're very good at stopping the run and then putting you in third and long situations. Likewise with the Colts, I expect the Texans to try to get Stroud going here early.
Pratt, the 7th-year player out of NC State, gets his 84th tackle of the season. Stroud in the gun, ball on the left hash. 2nd and 9, trips to the top. Stroud, 3-step drop, throws it over the middle. It's complete at the 37-yard line and scooting forward past the 40, just shy of the 45 to the 44-yard line is Jaden Higgins, the rookie from Iowa State. A first down for the Texans, and whistles on the field as we have a player down for the Colts. It looks to be Sauce Gardner at the 48-yard line.
There was a missed tackle by Zaire Franklin that allowed Higgins to get the first down. That's what you want from a Texas standpoint. Quick passes, get C.J. Stroud settled in this game.
They've certainly accomplished that. The training staff with Gardner. We will step aside as they tend to Gardner. Again, a first down on that last play of 11 yards, but checking on the all-world corner for the Colts, Sauce Gardner. With 13:16 to go in the first, we're scoreless here between the Texans and Colts. You're listening to Football Sunday on ESPN Radio.
Always wanted great looking and feeling synthetic turf around your home? How about your own putting green? Eagle Greens and Turf are the experts in premium artificial turf installation, custom landscaping, and eco-friendly outdoor solutions. Whether it's a low-maintenance green space, putting green, backyard makeover, or a pet-friendly lawn, Eagle Greens and Turf delivers stunning and sustainable results. Now, Sun Country Amateur Golf Association members receive a 20% discount. Visit suncountryGolf.com. Eagle Greens and Turf. Free evaluations. 505-273-2744.
You're invited to celebrate New Year's Eve at Casino at the Downs. The casino has New Year's Eve cash drawings till 1:30 a.m. Dance the night away with live music by Black Pearl in the Lounge and ring in the new year with a free champagne toast at midnight. And no cover, only at Casino at the Downs.
American Home Furniture and Mattress. Black Friday savings start now. Save up to 25% on your entire purchase. Plus, receive the ultimate convenience upgrade. Free white glove delivery. $189 value. Yours free. And take advantage of our flexible payment options with up to 72 months financing on approved credit. See store for details. Don't miss out. This exclusive event ends Sunday. American Home Furniture and Mattress. Black Friday mattress savings start now. Save up to $900 on the best in-stock selection of Tempur-Pedic, Stearns & Foster, Sealy Elite, and Purple mattress with up to a $600 gift with purchase. All backed by our exclusive 90-night comfort guarantee. And take advantage of 72-month financing with no money down with approved credit. Ask for details in Albuquerque at Carlisle and I-40 and at Comanche and I-25 and in Santa Fe at 901 St. Michael's Drive. Better sleep starts at American Home.
You'll always be my home, sweet home.
Alexandre Pantoja puts his title on the line against #1 contender Joshua Van. UFC 323, Saturday at 10 p.m. Eastern. Buy it on ESPNplus.com/PPV.
I am #1.
You're listening to Football Sunday on ESPN Radio.
Welcome back here. Scoreless with 13:16 to go in the first quarter. Sauce Gardner got injured on that last play. Let's check in with Jeff Darlington.
As he limped into the medical tent, actually had to be helped, could not put any weight on that left ankle. We will keep a close eye on this, obviously very significant.
All right, Jeff, thank you. So all-world corner, Sauce Gardner out, Mekhi Blackman in for him. Stroud in the gun, play action. He rolls to his right, takes a deep shot, and well over his intended target. Incomplete. Pressure there by Kwity Paye. The intended target.
George,
go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, George, I'll tell you, that was very smart of Houston Texan play caller Nick Caley, who went right after Mekhi Blackman with Sauce Gardner going out.
Yeah, C.J. Stroud taking advantage, but took that big hit. 2nd and 10 from the 44-yard line of the Texans. Stroud in the gun. 2 receivers to the top, 1 to the bottom. Tight end Stover in motion from left to right. Stroud hands it off. Straight up the gut, Woody Marks. Met right at the 45-yard line. They'll give him 1. It'll be 3rd and 9 upcoming. Nick Cross with the tackle.
By the way, just to follow up on Jeff's report on TV, Sauce Gardner's being helped off to the locker room, and on the replay, again, you don't want to speculate, but it did look, for the most part, non-contact, George, which is you're hoping for the best.
Yeah, no question about it. 3rd and 9 here. Texans breaking the huddle, ball on the left hash. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Ogunbowale in the backfield on the right hip of Stroud. Stroud takes the snap. Quick toss to the right. It's complete there to Nico Collins for a first down as he gets past the 45, inside the 40, down near the 35-yard line. A first down for Nico Collins, a gain of 20 on the play as he's taken down on the right hash.
Yeah, I was really impressed by that route by Nico Collins. He ran a slant, and C.J. Stroud did a really good job of getting the ball out of his hands. Very accurate throw, allowed Nico Collins to have a good run after catch for a big first down for the Texans.
Caught that one in traffic. Nico Collins, 5th-year player, had 528 yards career-wise coming in against the Colts. That's the most of anyone since 2021. Stroud under center. Hands it off to Marks, and Marks met immediately at the line of scrimmage, maybe even a loss on the play. Cam Bynum with the tackle, the 5th-year player out of Cal. 1-yard loss on the play. It'll be 2nd and 11.
Yeah, we're talking about a very active Indianapolis Colts defense led by Lou Anarumo, their coordinator. Likes to be aggressive. Cam Bynum came on a safety blitz, made a great play.
It'll be 2nd and 11 from the 35-yard line of the Colts. The Texans breaking the huddle. Nick Chubb now in the backfield with C.J. Stroud. Ball on the right hash. 2 receivers to each side. Stroud takes the snap. 3-step drop over the middle. It's complete at the 25-yard line, making a man miss to the 20, to the 15, and near the 10-yard line. It's Xavier Hutchinson, the Iowa State product. Charvarius Ward took him down. It's a first down at the 11-yard line. Let's check in with Jeff.
All right, guys, so an update. It is a calf injury for Sauce Gardner. He has questionable return. I can tell you he tried to walk to the locker room on his own, but ultimately needed trainer's help. Obviously, when we hear the word calf, we can wonder about Achilles, but we do not know anything in that regard just yet. But like you said, it did appear to be non-contact.
All right, Jeff, thank you for the update. First down and 10 from the 11-yard line for the Texans. Stroud in the gun. The handoff is to Chubb. Chubb tests the left side. Not much there. Maybe a gain of 1 on the play. Zaire Franklin with the tackle. They'll give him 2. It'll be 2nd and 8 from the 9-yard line.
Zaire Franklin's one of the more productive linebackers in the league, and we're already seeing why. They've done a nice job so far stopping the run. It's been a surprise, though, George, given the Texans' offensive line struggles, that they haven't been able to impact Stroud yet.
9th play of the drive coming up here as the Texans break the huddle. Stroud in the gun. Nick Chubb to his left. Ball on the left hash. 3 receivers to the left. Now 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Stroud, 5-step drop, looking left, pump fakes. Now he's going to run to the right side. Throws on the run, incomplete. One hops it to his intended target, Jalen Noel, at the 2-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 8 upcoming from the 9. They can get the first down at the 1.
Credit Grover Stewart there. Really nice play. Peeled back on the pass rush. Impacted Stroud, who had no choice but to throw the ball away.
3rd down and 8 from the 9-yard line. Ogunbowale checks in now at tailback for the Texans. Ball on the left hash. Stroud in the gun. Ogunbowale on his left hip. 3 receivers to the right side, 1 to the left as Nico Collins shifts into the slot. 4 seconds on the play clock. Stroud snaps it, looking left. Now surveying, backpedaling. Now has to step up in the pocket. He's going to take off and run. No, he's going to throw it, but over the head of his intended target. A flag on the field as Stroud was shifting to his left and threw it into the end zone intended for Ogunbowale.
We're going to get illegal contact on the Colts.
Well, the quarterback was still in the pocket. Illegal contact. Defense number 40. 5-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty bad call because C.J. Stroud was under duress. He was outside the hash mark when they threw the flag. I think that was not a good job of communicating between the officials. That flag should be picked up because Stroud was out of the pocket when the flag was thrown.
That was on Jalen Jones, the infraction, the 3rd-year player out of Texas A&M. Former 7th-round pick for the Colts in 2023. So, first down and goal from the 4-yard line for the Texans. Stroud in the gun. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Play action. Stroud, 5-step drop with plenty of time. Slides up in the pocket. Throws to the back of the end zone. Incomplete. Intended for Xavier Hutchinson. Mekhi Blackman again being tested in coverage there for the Colts as he's in for Sauce Gardner. It'll be 2nd down and goal from the 4.
Yeah, you nailed it there, George. They're going right after Blackman, who's done a good job. They tested him early on a go route, and then he was one-on-one, and very small window for that ball to be completed. I go to the back pylon. Give Blackman credit there for great coverage.
2nd and goal from the 4. 6 offensive linemen for the Texans. Blake Fisher now checking in, the second-year player out of Notre Dame. They're going Wildcat here with Nick Chubb. Chubb straight up the gut, fighting for extra yardage. A flag on the field at the 5 as he's down to the 2.
Yeah, so illegal formation.
Illegal formation. Offense. Number 57 had reported as an eligible receiver and was covered up by number 81. It's a 5-yard penalty and replay the down.
So that was Blake Fisher, who we mentioned as the extra offensive lineman, and Jaden Higgins covered him up.
Yeah, and what's frustrating from the Texas standpoint, you rep that on Fridays and Saturdays. You need to know when you're on the line of scrimmage or off, and that attention to detail may be the difference between 7 points or 3, because they were going to be at the 2-yard line. Big 5 yards this point in the field.
So now 2nd and goal from the 9-yard line as the Texans back up there. Chubb in the backfield. Stroud under center. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Ball on the left hash. Higgins in motion. And another whistle.
Yeah, no, we're going to get a timeout. D'Amico Ryan's got a timeout.
Houston calls their first timeout of the half. 30 seconds.
Shane Steichen was all the way down at the 5-yard line pointing out he wanted another illegal formation, George. I think D'Amico saw it, and before the ball was snapped, he called the timeout. So I think what happened was one eligible receiver on our side of the field was covering up another eligible receiver. Steichen was screaming at the official. I think D'Amico saw it and called the timeout.
It might have been the rookie again, Jaden Higgins from Iowa State. So...
I mean, we could just say Iowa State. There's so many offensive players for the Texans in Iowa State. We got to be right. We have like
That's true.
3/11th chance of being right.
Yes, that is correct. The 2nd-round pick for Houston this past year. So Nick Chubb and Jacob Johnson now in the backfield. They go old-school I formation on 2nd and 9. Texans will have 2 timeouts remaining here in the half. Play action. Stroud rolling to his left, has a man open at the 10. It's his tight end Stover who gets inside the 5. Travarius Ward with the tackle down to the 4-yard line. 3rd and goal from the 4.
Travarius Ward was a big acquisition, came over from the 49ers. Really physical corner. We just saw that there. Tackling is so important. If he'd have made that tackle, would have been a touchdown.
Dare Ogunbowale now checking in. Ball at the 4-yard line, 3rd and goal. Stroud in the gun on the left hash. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Colts showing blitz. Here they come. Stroud, 5-step drop, throws and batted down at the line of scrimmage. Incomplete.
Grover Stewart. That was the first time they brought more than 4 there, George. And Grover Stewart got his big hand up to knock down what could have been a touchdown pass.
So the Texans will attempt a field goal here. Fairbairn has made 27 in a row inside of 50, the longest active streak in the NFL. This one of 23 yards. Ball is lined up on the left hash. The holder, Tommy Townsend. Good snap, good hold. The kick is up and good. And the Texans strike first. 13 plays on that drive, 64 yards, 6 minutes and 6 seconds off the clock with 7:55 to go in the first quarter. It's the Texans 3, the Colts nothing. This is Football Sunday on ESPN Radio.
Every great team has its core players, but when the season gets tough, adding the right free agent can make all the difference. The same goes for business. At Robert Half, we found that 67% of companies surveyed plan to increase their use of contract talent to handle workload peaks and backlogged projects. With Robert Half's specialized recruiters experience, combined with our award-winning AI, you can quickly find the skilled candidates you want. At Robert Half, we know talent. Discover how we can help at roberthalf.com/talent.
Ready to order?
Yes.
We're earning unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment with a Capital One Saver card. So let's just get one of everything.
Everything?
Fire everything. The Capital One Saver card is at table 27, and they're earning unlimited 3% cash back.
Yes, Chef! This is so nice.
Had a feeling you'd want 3% cash back on dessert.
Ooh, tiramisu.
Earn unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment with the Capital One Saver card. Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details.
Getting sick always happens at the worst time, the middle of the night, weekends, or right before the holidays. Your doctor's office is closed and urgent care means long waits and big bills. That's why I keep a medical emergency kit at home. Prescription medications ready when I need them. And right now, during their Black Friday sale, you can get the lowest price of the year. This isn't a first aid kit. It's like having an urgent care and a pharmacy right there in your home. You get essential prescriptions like a generic Z-Pack, plus antibiotics for pneumonia, strep, ear and sinus infections, even meds for nausea and UTIs. Just match your symptoms to the guidebook and make sure to connect with their telemedicine doctor. Take your meds early and feel better faster. Order your kit online in minutes before you need it, and your kit will be shipped right to your door. Don't miss out on the Black Friday savings. Visit urgentcarekit.com/Black Friday. That's urgentcarekit.com/Black Friday. urgentcarekit.com/Black Friday.
Prescription required. Always consult your doctor to determine if this product is right for you.
This is Football Sunday on ESPN Radio.
Welcome back here to Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. The Texans take a 3-0 lead with 7:55 to go in the first quarter. George Sedano, Mike Tannenbaum, Jeff Darlington with you here in Indy. And Kaimi Fairbairn set to kick it off from his 35-yard line. Anthony Gold and Amir Abdullah set to receive inside their 5. And Gould fields it at the 3 to 10, 15, 20, up the numbers, and hit at the 25, but falls forward for a few more yards to the 22-yard line. A big hit there, and the Colts will begin their drive at the 22.
Well, from a Colt perspective, I'd like to see Daniel Jones just, a little bit like what we just saw for the Texans. Get in rhythm, get the ball in his hands, some run after catch. You got so many good weapons here. The Tyler Warrens of the world, Pittman. Let's get this offense rolling here from a Colt perspective.
Check that. My mistake at the 27-yard line. So Daniel Jones in the gun. Jonathan Taylor shift to his left hip. Ball on the left hash. 3 receivers to the near sideline. They hand it off to Taylor. He shifts to the right side and gets past the 30 to the 31-yard line. Al Shire made the tackle there. A gain of 5 on the play. 2nd and 5 upcoming.
This is really good against good. Jonathan Taylor leads the NFL in every major rushing category, and this Texas defense is as good as any, and this is going to be strength against strength. I think from a Colt standpoint, you want to wear them down with these body blows, though. Again, try to stay ahead of the sticks.
3 tight ends out there for the Colts. Jones under center. Taylor deep in the backfield. 2nd and 5 from the 32. And Jones trying to push forward there as Tanner Mortellini, the center. Looks like there was an issue with the exchange there.
Yeah. Daniel Jones put it on the carpet. He picked it up and just rushed forward for about a yard.
So 3rd down upcoming and 4 from the 33-yard line.
As Jeff Darlington alluded to earlier, that was one of the few times he was under center. I think we're going to expect him in the gun a lot today, George.
Well, there he is back in the shotgun at the moment. A diamond formation, trips at the top on the left side. Now they shift out into a more traditional 3-man alignment. 1 receiver on the right, 2 seconds on the play clock. Jones takes the snap, looks left, pressure surrounding him, and Jones taken down at the 26-yard line. Sheldon Rankins able to take him down, a 6-yard loss on the play as he's tackled near the numbers. It'll be 4th down, and the Colts forced to punt again.
Oh, man, what a bull rush by Will Anderson. He's not going to get the sack, but he took Braden Smith and threw him in Daniel Jones's lap. Wow. And then that really just set it up for Sheldon Rankins to clean it up. What a rush by Will Anderson.
Houston, their 34th sack of the season, 6th in the NFL. Back-to-back 3-and-outs for the Colts. Sanchez to punt it. He boots it, a spiraling punt. Jalen Noel to field it inside his 20. Cuts back inside towards the middle of the field, now outside the hash, outside the numbers now on the right side, and taken down, wrapped up at about the 33-yard line. With 5:34 to go in the first quarter, it's the Texans leading the Colts 3-0 and beginning a drive momentarily. This is Football Sunday on ESPN Radio.
ESPN Bet is becoming the score bet this December. The same betting app you love with a new look and promos curated just for you. Existing ESPN Bet customers don't have to change a thing. Your account, wallet, and bets will all remain the same. Plus, kick things off right now by logging in and claiming a 100% profit boost. More action, more rewards, more for you. The score bet coming this December. 21 plus, gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Want to win this holiday season? Aura Frames makes it effortless, personal, easy, and unforgettable. Upload photos, share videos, and even preload memories before it ships, so your gift feels thoughtful from the moment it's unwrapped. For a limited time, visit auraframes.com and get $45 off Aura's best-selling Carver mat frame using promo code GAME. Don't forget to mention ESPN Radio at checkout. Now go win the holidays. Terms and conditions apply.
Talk about stepping up. It's time to level up your game. Introducing the all-new ESPN app. All of ESPN, all in one place. Your home for the most live sports and the best championship moments.
The electricity is palpable.
Step up your game with no annual contract required. It's the ultimate fan experience. Level up for more on the ESPN app or at stream.espn.com. Sign up now.
Coach Saban here. On the field or on your walls, coverage matters. That's why I go with Behr Marquee Interior Paint and Primer from the Home Depot.
Exceptional hide, advanced stain blocking, and over 1,000 colors to choose from. Behr Marquee delivers one-coat coverage that stands up to real life. One-coat coverage, no overtime. Behr Marquee, only at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. Valid only when tinted to colors from the Behr Marquee Interior One-Coat Hide Collection.
I'm Christine Lisi. Rams and Panthers tied at 7 first quarter. LA's Matthew Stafford, his first interception since week 3 and only his third on the season. Let's send it back to Indianapolis with George Sedano.
All right, Christine, thank you. George Sedano alongside Mike Tannenbaum and Jeff Darlington with you here in Indy. 3-0 Texans, their second drive. Woody Marks questionable to return at the moment. Nick Chubb is in the backfield, deep in the backfield. Stroud under center, ball on the right hash. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Stroud, play action, plenty of time to throw. Lofts one to the sideline. It's complete at the 48-yard line, and into Colts territory is Christian Kirk, but a flag trailing the play here.
You got another illegal formation on the Texans.
Illegal formation, offense. The left tackle, number 79, was not covered up on the line of scrimmage. 5-yard penalty, first down.
That's Ursery, the rookie out of Minnesota.
Yeah, he was someone that played really well against Abdul Carter last year. He's a big guy, and again, his head has to be through the waist of the center. These officials are, depending on the crew, some call that a little tighter than others. That's one of those didn't impact the play, but as long as they call it both ways, that's what you're looking for.
So now it's 1st and 15 from the 27. Nick Chubb on the left hip of Stroud. He's in the gun, takes the snap, blitz coming, looks right, throws right. It's complete to Dalton Schultz at about the original line of scrimmage around the 32-yard line. Mekhi Blackman wrapped him up. They'll give him 6 yards. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Yeah, C.J. Stroud got away with one there. He was expecting man-to-man. He thought Blackman was going to bail with the receiver. He stood there in zone for a big hit on Dalton Schultz. He's lucky that wasn't picked.
Yeah, dangerous pass. A lot of blue shirts in the area, to your point, Mike. So now ball on the right hash again. It's on the 33-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 9 for Stroud. He's in the gun. Trips to the left, 1 to the right. Chubb in the backfield. Stroud, 3-step drop. Pressure coming in his face and taken down at the 23-yard line. Stroud goes down between the right hash and the numbers. A big sack, a loss of 9 on the play. It'll be 3rd and 18.
Looked like that was Bombay that got that sack right up the middle, and I think they cut him free. I think the line slid away from him.
It was Chris Wormley, number 96, who ended up with that sack.
Well, he recovered from yesterday's beating from Ohio State for a Michigan Wolverine. Something to cheer about.
So 3rd and 18, the crowd getting loud. Ball on the right hash. Stroud in the gun. Trips to the right. One receiver to the left. Stroud, 7-step drop with time. Throws to his right at the 30. It's complete to Schultz, 35, and near the 40 down to they were still marking him at the 37-yard line. Mekhi Blackman took him down.
You know one thing that's interesting, go back to that Woody Marks injury, one player that's not been available all year is Joe Mixon.
Yeah.
So, that's something for, I'm sure, D'Amico Ryan's in his mind, wanting to stay balanced, given C.J. Stroud coming off of a concussion. They're going to be down 2 really good running backs.
Right, there's no doubt about that. So 4th and 4 here, the Texans forced to punt. They boot this one. Gold to receive at his 18. Headed inside towards the hash marks and taken down pretty quickly at about the 23-yard line. With 2:48 to go in the first, it's the Texans leading the Colts 3-0. This is Football Sunday on ESPN Radio.
Progressive knows not all rides are smooth. Meet Peter. He loves his motorcycle. What he doesn't love is wind. Which is ironic, because wind is a big part of the whole wind-in-your-face motorcycle cliche. But nobody ever tells you how relentless a strong crosswind is, or the cliche wouldn't exist. Not every ride is smooth, but Progressive has your back. Get a quote to see if you can save with America's #1 motorcycle insurer. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, not available in D.C.
Colts fans, level up game day with Vivid Seats. They've got the seats you want for the deals you deserve. Plus, they're the only ticket company that rewards you for buying. As the official fan experience partner of the Colts, we're offering exclusive VIP packages with unforgettable fan experiences for all games this season. Bundle game tickets with pregame field passes or join fellow fans at the Vivid Seats Party in Touchdown Town. Score the seats you want, all backed by 100% buyer guarantee. Download the app to order, track ticket updates, and earn rewards. Vivid Seats, the official fan experience partner of the Colts.
Too much on your plate? Get 50% off your first 6 months of payroll at gusto.com/radio. Gusto saves you 2 days every month on payroll, taxes, and compliance. So you can go from payroll to pumpkin pie, filing taxes to raising glasses, counting hours to counting blessings. There's no need to transfer payroll history when you switch before the end of the year. And you'll be thankful you did. Choose a future with Gusto and get more time for what matters. For a limited time, get 50% off your first 6 months at gusto.com/radio.
It's that time again, folks. The holidays are here, and if your partner's asking what to get you, make it easy for them. Tell them to add Manscaped to the list this year. From beard hedger to lawnmower trimmer, Manscaped keeps you clean, confident, and ready for every holiday gathering. These aren't just gifts. Trust me. They're smart upgrades for your daily routine. So this season, give the gift of grooming and confidence that lasts long after wrapping is gone. Take advantage of Target's Black Friday deals and get 25% off all power shavers. Hurry up, though. Offer ends November 30th.
This is Football Sunday on ESPN Radio.
2:48 to go in the first quarter. Texas leading 3-0 here in Indianapolis against the Colts. Woody Marks has been dinged up for the running back position for the Texans. Let's check in with Jeff Darlington.
Yeah, I'm standing right next to Woody Marks as he's trying to test this foot out. The good news, bad news is, the bad news, he doesn't look like he's quickly going back into the game. The good news is he definitely is able to test it. They're trying to decide right now if he can get back in.
All right, Jeff, I know you'll keep us updated on that. 1st and 10 from the 23 for the Colts. Ball on the left hash. Jones hands it off to Taylor. Up the middle, taken down on the right hash at the 26-yard line. So a gain of 3 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 7 upcoming.
That's the second consecutive drive. They started with an interior run to Taylor. Again, with Daniel Jones clearly hobbled with a fractured leg here, it'll be interesting to see the run-pass ratio, especially on early downs, knowing what you're dealing with on 3rd down.
And Jeff Darlington is telling us that now Woody Marks is headed to the locker room. 2nd and 7 here for the Colts. Ball on the right hash. Downs in motion. Jones fakes the pass, now hands it off on a draw play to Taylor. Taylor gets past the 35 and down to the 38-yard line. A first down for Taylor. Al Shire ended up tackling him, but a good run there for Jonathan Taylor of 12.
That's going to be a key of this game, this rushing attack against a really good Houston front, because Jonathan Taylor is the best way to slow down this pass run.
They got two tight ends out there now, the Colts. It's Warren and Ogletree. 1st and 10 from their own 38-yard line. Ball between the hash marks. Jones in the gun. Ogletree in motion. Two receivers out there. They hand it off to Taylor again. He squirts through the left side, gets to the 41-yard line. A gain of 3 on the play. Al Shire with the tackle. 2nd and 7 upcoming as he's tackled just outside the left hash mark.
Yeah, and Al Shire is one of the better middle linebackers. You can see why. He's really good at getting off blocks, and he's a great tackler. And we know how hard it is to bring down Jonathan Taylor.
Jonathan Taylor, the premier back in the league this season. Running back is split wide. Now Taylor coming back into the backfield. 3 receivers to the right. Jones in the gun on the left hash mark. 2nd and 7. Jones takes the snap. 3-step drop. Blitz coming up the middle. They throw it incomplete on the right side. Intended for Michael Pittman. And Jalen Petrie in coverage, able to dislodge the football at the appropriate time. It's 3rd and 7 upcoming.
Oh, man, Jonathan Taylor got bounced hard. You know, he's a pretty good pass protector as a running back, but he got thrown back into Daniel Jones' lap. I'm really impressed by the pad level of this front 7 of the Texans, because when they're not getting there, they're throwing the Colts into Daniel Jones' lap, and you can tell that makes him uncomfortable.
3rd and 7 from their own 41. Ball on the left hash. Jones in the gun. Taylor to his left. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. 4 seconds on the play clock. Jones takes the snap. Blitz coming up the middle again. Jones gets hit and throws the football down. The ball is out. Will Anderson with the big hit on Jones. Are they saying that this is Texans football? It looked like Jones was throwing it. It looked more like an incomplete.
It's an incomplete pass, 4th down.
So there you have it, 4th down. But Will Anderson wreaking havoc.
Yeah, so what they did is they moved Will Anderson 3 yards off the ball and right over Tanner Bortolini. Matt Burke, the defensive coordinator of the Texans, very creative play caller, and he rocked Tanner Bortolini. I just said that's another example of just throwing the player right into the quarterback's lap. And again, it impacted the play. Boy, the physicality of this Texan front 7 is really impressive.
They're the number 1 total defense for a reason. We're seeing it on display here. Sanchez to punt it from his own 26-yard line. Jalen Noel awaiting the punt at his 10. End over end this time. Fair catch at the 17-yard line on the left hash. And that's where the Texans will begin their next drive. 42-yard punt. No return. We are staying here. So you've mentioned the defense and what we've seen from the Texans. It really is as ferocious a group as there is in the National Football League, Mike.
Yeah, I feel bad for Sanchez. They're going to have to hydrate him at halftime. I don't know what the over-under on punts was for today, but take the over. The guys already had 3, and we're still in the first quarter. Look, and again, they're well coached and they're talented, but you're dealing with a quarterback with a broken leg, so it's a little bit of a perfect storm here.
Nick Chubb deep in the backfield. Stroud under center. 1st and 10 from their own 17. Stroud hands it off to Chubb. Chubb up the gut. Spins around. Flag trailing the play as he gets past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
You got a hold on the Texans.
Yep.
Holding. Offense number 79. Half the distance to the goal. Replay first down.
And that's the 2nd infraction on Ursery, the rookie out of Minnesota.
Yeah, and again, the Achilles heel for this Texan team is their offensive line, and I don't understand how you trade Laramie Tunsil in the offseason when you're trying to protect a quarterback like C.J. Stroud. But they did that. They made some other changes. They have played better of late, but Ursery on the left side, he's a big man, heavy-footed. He struggles with speed, which he did there.
A spot foul, so they back him up to the 9. It's 1st and 19. Ball on the left hash. Stroud under center. Chubb in the backfield. Higgins in motion. From right to left, play action on the roll here. The boot for Stroud, rolling past the numbers, throws it down the sideline, has a man open, overshoots his target at the 40-yard line. It's the tight end, Dalton Schultz.
Yeah, you're going to get a personal foul against C.J. Stroud here for a late hit.
The flag on the field at the 11-yard line.
Illegal forward pass. Offense number 7. The quarterback was completely beyond the line of scrimmage when he threw the football. It's a 5-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. It is a loss of down. Second down.
I apologize. The way they threw the flag, I thought, because of the way they touched them, and I know they're going to call that close today. They usually give you the benefit of the doubt. If any part of your body is behind the line of scrimmage, they usually don't make that call.
So we just saw the replay on CBS's broadcast, and he was completely over by a full yard. So it'll be
second down.
Excuse me, second down. Right, second down and 23. So the ball is on the 4-yard line. Stroud in the gun, in his own end zone. Takes the snap, hands it off to Chubb. Chubb up the middle and stuffed right away, but another flag trailing the play. Picks up about 2.5. Quiddy Pay with the tackle.
It's going to be a hold against the Texans. They're going to decline it because it's half the distance.
Holding, offense number 19. Penalties decline. It's third down. This is the end of the first quarter.
That was Xavier Hutchinson, and that's the end of the first quarter. It'll be 3rd and 23 on the other side. At the end of one, it's the Texans 3, the Colts nothing, but the Texans buried deep in their own territory. This is Football Sunday on ESPN Radio.
Hey, Dad, I gotta come clean about something.
Okay.
I only paid for a brand new Hyundai Tucson.
Oh, you might be on the naughty list.
Deal's so right, it almost feels wrong. The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Get 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days on all Hyundai Tucson, Tucson Hybrid, Santa Fe, or Santa Fe Hybrid models. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today. Offer ends December 1st. Call 562-314-4603 for details.
ESPN Bet is becoming the Score Bet this December. The same betting app you love with a new look and promos curated just for you. Existing ESPN Bet customers don't have to change a thing. Your account, wallet, and bets will all remain the same. Plus, kick things off right now by logging in and claiming a 100% profit boost. More action, more rewards, more for you. The Score Bet coming this December. 21 plus, gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Who knew caffeine could taste this good? With 5-Hour Energy Shots, caffeine just got a serious flavor upgrade. We're talking big flavor, from watermelon to strawberry banana to sour apple. Packed into a tiny 2-ounce bottle, you'll get as much caffeine as 12-ounce premium coffee with 0 sugar and also 0 crash. And with 17 bold flavors to choose from, there's a shot for every mood. Find your favorite flavor in-store today or grab a variety pack online at 5hourenergy.com or on Amazon and give your caffeine a flavor upgrade.
Have you heard the story that's about a guy who lives in a bank that is really close by? The Capital One Cafe is his home, no doubt, where customers bank and get their cash out. There's no fees or minimums on checking accounts, so your money stays. Most Capital One Cafes are open all 7 days. This magical place, as some people might call it, is where the Capital One Bank guy says, "What's in your wallet?" Such a lovely tale.
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank for details. Capital One NA, member FDIC.
I'm Christine Lisi. Not one, but 2 interceptions thrown by Rams quarterback Matthew Stafford today. One, a Mike Jackson pick 6. LA down 14-7 to Carolina, second quarter. Let's send it back to George Sedano in Indianapolis.
All right, Christine, thank you so much. We begin the second quarter. Texans up 3-0. They're deep in their own territory on 3rd and 19. They hand it off up the middle. A run to the 20-yard line by Nick Chubb. But it'll be well shy of the first down. 13-yard gain. It'll be 4th and 7, but gives them some breathing room. And, Mike, they are they're dealing with a lot of injury issues at running back. They're thin there.
Yeah, Joe Mix has been out for the year. We don't know if Woody Marks could be back. They got Goulier. But, again, on that series, we know about the offensive line that's had a lot of different moving pieces. They had 2 holding calls on that drive alone. This just seems like it's going to be a very low-scoring game here.
All right, here's the punt. The boot here from Townsend. The receive inside his 30, makes one man miss, down to the near sideline and out of bounds at around the 35-yard line. And the Colts will have good field position here. Speaking of the Colts and their injury situation on Sauce Gardner, let's check in with Jeff Darlington.
Yeah, bad news for the Colts, George. Sauce Gardner is back on the sideline. The bad news in that is that he is in a boot. He is in street clothes. He has been ruled out of the game with a calf injury. Obviously, we don't know the extent of it in terms of the season, but this is a team that gave up 2 first-round picks for him earlier this month. Sauce Gardner ruled out of this game.
Wow. Devastating stuff for the Colts for today, and hopefully for the Colts in Gardner's case, not as serious moving forward, but being in a boot, we know that's tough.
Yeah, they also gave up A.D. Mitchell, who has 2 catches for 18 yards for the Jets today with a 7-0 lead over the Falcons.
2 tight ends for the Colts as they break the huddle from the 37-yard line. Daniel Jones under center. Jonathan Taylor deep in the backfield inside his 30. Play action. Jones looks left, throws left, gets it to Taylor at the 30, 35, 40, 45, 50's got a lane down the sideline, 40, 30, and out of bounds there near the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out there. A huge gain for Jonathan Taylor on the running back screen, and the Colts are in business after a 33-yard gain to the near sideline.
Yeah, that's the way, to me, I would attack this Texan defense. I would throw it when you're expecting a run, and that was a really good play call. Move the pocket, come back with a screen. This is a game that's already seen 4 3-and-outs, 2 for each team.
The Colts prior to that had 20 total yards, get 33 on that one. They break the huddle at the 30-yard line. Jones in the gun. Taylor to his left. 2 receivers to the right. Downs now shifting to the right as well in motion. Inside handoff to Taylor. Makes one man miss at the 30. Still moving forward. Spinning around inside the 25 down to the 22-yard line. An 8-yard gain for Jonathan Taylor. Man, he's shifty as they take him down near the left hash.
Yeah, and the indice of a good running back is can you make the first guy miss? And that's one of the things Jonathan Taylor could do so well. He can make you miss, and then on the previous play, we saw him run away.
They break the huddle here. Jones under center on 2nd and 2 from the 22 of the Texans. Pittman in motion from right to left. 2 receivers to the left side of the formation. Jones hands it off again to Taylor. Taylor pushes forward inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Will get the first down. And the Colts inside the red zone.
Yeah, and that's really how Shane Steichen wants this game to go. Stay ahead of the sticks. Keep the ball in Jonathan Taylor's hands as much as possible. And one of the things is when I throw the ball, I would try to move the pocket. But again, you're limited by a quarterback who has a hairline fracture.
Yeah, he's dealing with a fibula fracture. Ball on the left hash. He's in the gun now. Taylor to his left, 2 receivers to the right. Now downshift to the right as well into the slot. They give it to Taylor again. Taylor this time takes a hit right at the 19-yard line by Alshire and Lassiter. And the fans here don't love it. But it was good defense by the Texans.
Yeah, Kwame Lassiter is very good in run support. You're looking at 2 great corners that the Houston Texans have, and you just saw a reason why.
They'll say no gain on the play. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 18-yard line officially. Now Shire and Lassiter going down to the ground with Taylor. Fans booing as they see it on the Jumbotron. So Jones under center, ball on the left hash. 2 receivers to each side, 2 tight ends. 4 seconds on the play clock. Jones snaps it. Play fake. Has time. Steps up. Fires over the middle. It's complete to the 12-yard line to Drew Ogletree. Their tight end. He gets to the 11-yard line. And a nice gain there of 7 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You know, one of the things a good pass rush could do, it could speed you up. If he had held the ball for another half a second, he had Tyler Warren going to be open going towards the corner, but he got to the check down, which you can't fault him based on the pressure he's felt so far.
3rd and 3 upcoming here from the 11-yard line. Ball on the right hash. They give it to Taylor up the gut. Taylor pushing the pile. Does he have enough for the first down? Togiai met him at the marker.
So it's 4th down. They're going for it. And when you make a call like that on 3rd down, you're doing that with the expectation you're in 4-down territory.
They have 3 tight ends shifting in, but we do have a player down. It's 23 Jalen Reed for the Texans. The trainers are running out to him at the moment. And he's down at about the 6-yard line.
I'll tell you what, the physicality of this game. Now look, Sauce Gardner, we know that's a fluke injury, non-contact. We hope he's okay, but even beyond the injuries, it just seems like this has been a very physical game, and certainly the score represents it. Only 3 points so far with almost 10 minutes to go in the second quarter.
Yeah, no question about it. This has been a game. And again, look, there's a lot on the line here for the Texans. As we mentioned at the top of the broadcast, they're currently in the 8th spot in the AFC. So they're on the outside looking in the playoff picture. And the Colts obviously leading the division. They lead the Jaguars by a game and the Texans by 2.
I really like that third down call by Shane Steichen, because that's the advantage you have with a play caller who's the head coach. He clearly knew what he was going to do on fourth down.
The Texans training staff still checking out Jalen Reed. We will step aside with 10:28 to go in the second quarter. It'll be 4th and 1 upcoming on the other side. It's 3-0 Texans as the Colts are driving. You're listening to Football Sunday on ESPN Radio.
Memorial Day, Labor Day, President's Day.
No! It's the biggest sale days of the year at Reliable Nissan. It's Black Friday all month long. Black Friday savings on all new Nissan, all certified Nissan, and on all Reliable Nissan pre-owned. Huge discounts, giant incentives and cash back, deferred payments, and more. It's the biggest sale days of the year. Black Friday all month long at Reliable Nissan. We're on Coors across from the Cottonwood Mall. We are reliable. Plus tax, time, license, and $397 dealer transfer fee. Unapproved credit expires 6/30/25.
Hinkle Rise, Hinkle knows when you're injured, it's the place to go.
Locally owned and operated, Hinkle Law Offices has been New Mexico's go-to for over 30 years. If you've been in an auto or motorcycle accident, call 505-TOUGH-HELP for a no-charge consultation. That's 505-TUF-HELP, or visit HinkleLawOffices.com. Hinkle Law Offices. Experience you can trust. Help when you need it most.
Hinkle Rise, Hinkle knows when you're injured, it's the place to go.
Infinite possibilities, forever on your finger. The annual Timeless Treasure Bridal and Jewelry Show at Crown Jewels & Coin. Come see our largest selection of the year, featuring the entire Veragio collection and exclusive fashion jewelry. Free lab-grown diamond with qualified purchase. Raffles for $500 gift cards and easy financing. The Timeless Treasure Bridal and Jewelry Show. 2 days only, December 12th and 13th at Crown Jewels & Coin. For all you treasure. San Mateo, north of Candelaria.
You wouldn't put an elephant down the drain. It would get stuck and make the sewer back up. For the same reason you wouldn't put grease down the drain. It can harden, get stuck, and make the sewer back up. Either way, you've got a mess on your hands. And while elephants in the sewer are very rare, fats, oils, and grease are the #1 cause of sewer overflows. So protect your home and your health. Put used grease in a coffee can and throw it in the trash, not in the sink. Cool it, can it, chuck it. A message from the Water Authority.
ESPN app.
You're listening to Football Sunday on ESPN Radio.
Welcome back to Indianapolis. 10:25 to go in the second quarter. It's 4th and 1 for the Colts. 5 D linemen for the Texans. And the handoff to Taylor, denied by the Texans.
That was actually a fumble. He picked up a fumble, and Daniel Jones tried to move Jonathan Taylor forward, but that was boy, give the Texans a ton of credit. They didn't give an inch on that surge.
Kamari Lassiter with the hit on Taylor.
Yeah, Tyler Warner got under center, who did some of that at Penn State, George, and the ball squirted out. Taylor picked it up. Daniel Jones tried to shove him from behind, and that didn't work either.
So the Texans take over at the 11-yard line. C.J. Stroud and company with a 3-point lead. This one a defensive battle at the moment. In the gun, three receivers to the left side. They fake the handoff. 7-step drop for Stroud. Fires over to the right sideline. Intercepted at the 42-yard line by Ken Bynum at the near sideline. Stroud sails one over Xavier Hutchinson.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, there was pressure on, the reason I'm laughing, the Colts got in so fast, one of their defense linemen stopped thinking that it was a screen pass. They cut somebody free, and I think that may have affected things. Yeah, 96 actually stopped running Chris Wormley, and then it was just an overthrow by C.J. Stroud. And again, this revamped secondary, even without Sauce Gardner, really important play there after getting stopped on fourth down.
So Chris Wormley, first career interception versus Indianapolis for Stroud in his 5th game. Jones under center at the 42. Play fake, 7-step drop. He lets it rip over the middle. It's complete to a wide open receiver, Alec Pierce, and he pushes forward near the 20-yard line, a first down as he gets to the 23.
I love the play call. Heavy play action on first down. I think you're much better off attacking this Texan defense that way because they've been unsuccessful trying to do it on third down. Really good throw by Daniel Jones. That's what he can do, like most quarterbacks. Clean pocket, really good accuracy, really good touch.
Jones in the gun. 2 receivers to the right. They hand it off to Taylor up the middle. Taylor fighting for extra yardage as he gets inside the 20. Sheldon Rankins able to corral him at the 19. 4-yard gain.
I'll tell you what, I wonder if the way Shane Steichen's going to think about things now after what happened on the last possession, make it more 3-down territory than 4. I just feel like this game points are going to be at a premium and maybe a little bit more conservative in terms of 4-down calling.
An empty set here for Jones. Downs in motion. 2 receivers to each side. Ball on the left hash. Jones looking left. Lost it to the end zone. Pierce comes up with it. It's a touchdown. In the back of the end zone, a 19-yard pitch and catch. Kamari Lassiter in coverage, but Pierce goes upstairs for the score.
Well, you won't find a better throw than what Daniel Jones did. He threw it before Pierce was out of his break over Kwame Lassiter, one of the best corners in the league, where it's either a touchdown or incompletion. What a catch by Alec Pierce. Wow.
The extra point for the Colts. Michael Badgley. Second reception on the drive for Pierce of 38 total yards on that drive. Oh! And it's off the upright. Badgley misses it. He doinks it off the left upright. So as good as the throw was, the Colts can't capitalize on the extra point. With 8:41 to go in the second quarter, it's Colts 6, Texans 3. This is Football Sunday on ESPN Radio.
Getting sick always happens at the worst time, the middle of the night, weekends, or right before the holidays. Your doctor's office is closed and urgent care means long waits and big bills. That's why I keep a medical emergency kit at home. Prescription medications ready when I need them. And right now, during their Black Friday...
1017 KQTM Rio Rancho Albuquerque, your hometown radio station. Time for a 1017 The Team's Sports Update. Provided by Caesars Sportsbook and Stadium 66 at Route 66 Casino Hotel.
For nausea and UTIs. Just match your symptoms to the guidebook and make sure to connect with their telemedicine doctor. Take your meds early and feel better faster. Order your kit online in minutes before you need it, and your kit will be shipped right to your door. Don't miss out on the Black Friday savings. Visit urgentcarekit.com/Black Friday. That's urgentcarekit.com/Black Friday. urgentcarekit.com/Black Friday.
Prescription required. Always consult your doctor to determine if this product is right for you. Want to win this holiday season? Aura Frames makes it effortless, personal, easy, and unforgettable. Upload photos, share videos, and even preload memories before it ships, so your gift feels thoughtful from the moment it's unwrapped. For a limited time, visit auraframes.com and get $45 off Aura's best-selling Carver mat frame using promo code GAME. Don't forget to mention ESPN Radio at checkout. Now go win the holidays. Terms and conditions apply.
This holiday, Verizon is helping you bundle up incredible gifts and savings. You'll get the latest phone with a new line on My Plan and a brand new smartwatch and tablet. No trade-in needed, even on our lowest price plan. That's 2 gifts for your family and 1 for you. Or 2 for you and 1 for someone else. Or 3 gifts for you and only you. Either way, you save big on 3 amazing gifts at Verizon. All on the best 5G network. Visit Verizon today. Rankings based on Root Metric Truth Score report dated 1/8/2025. Your results may vary. Service plan required for watch and tablet. Additional terms apply.
This is Football Sunday on ESPN Radio.
Colts leading 6-3, 8:41 to go in the first half. Michael Badgley missed an extra point after the Alec Pierce touchdown. His 3rd missed PAT this season, tied for 3rd most in the NFL. That'll get you unemployed pretty quickly.
And I'll tell you what, in a game like today, that points are going to be at a premium, and now we're still in a field goal difference. That could be a big, big play in the game.
And here's the boot. Smith brings it out at the 10, 20, cuts inside of the 25, 30, has a hole, and a flag comes in as Smith dives past the 35-yard line to the 38, it looks like. They'll sort out the flag.
Yeah, this one's coming back. Illegal formation on the Texans.
Again.
Illegal formation on the receiving team, number 7.
On C.J. Stroud.
5-yard penalty will be enforced from the end of the run.
Yeah,
it's 1st and 10.
Yeah, it wasn't C.J. Stroud.
Yeah, I don't see that being the case.
Correction, that number was on 37. The foul was on 37. Number 57 is an eligible receiver, 57.
Yes, that is speed, and now the eligible receiver is Blake Fisher. So
C.J. Stroud's like, look, I may have thrown an interception, but I was not offsides on the kickoff.
Yeah, the 5th Houston penalty already in this one. So now the Texans huddling up. Ball is on the 33-yard line, 1st and 10, ball on the left hash. Stroud under center. Woody Marks back in the backfield. Schultz in motion. They hand it off to Marks. Avoids one tackler in the backfield, but gets wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. Kwity Paye with the tackle there. We now pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Football Sunday on ESPN Radio. Welcome back here to Indianapolis. Colts leading 6-3 with 8:08 to go in the second quarter. It's 2nd and 9 for the Texans. Ball on the right hash. Ball on their own 34-yard line. George Sedano, Mike Tannenbaum, Jeff Darlington with you here in Indianapolis. Stroud in the gun. Takes the snap. Pressure coming. Throws over the middle. Complete at the 45-yard line. And near midfield is Nico Collins as he's taken down at the 48-yard line. A first down for the Texans, a gain of 15.
I'm really impressed by the speed of C.J. Stroud's processing. Nick Cross came on the safety blitz, got rid of the ball, and beat him with his mind on that one.
They go quick, and a quick toss to the right side here. Right to the 50-yard line is to Schultz. Nick Cross with the tackle for Indianapolis, a 1-yard gain.
Interesting little change up there. They want no huddle, trying to get the Colts out of sorts there. Nice play by Nick Cross.
Woody Marks back in the backfield. Jacob Johnson at fullback now. I formation. Stroud under center. 2 receivers to the left, 1 tight end to the right. Ball on the right hash. 2nd and 9 from the 50. Stroud tosses it to Marks, testing the left side. Tries to find a seam, and a flag comes in as he does get into Colts territory. Jermaine Pratt with the tackle as he's taken down at the 48.
It's going to be defensive holding against the Colts.
During the run, holding, defense number 90. 5 yards will be added to the end of the run. Automatic first down.
That's Grover Stewart with the infraction.
Yeah, that's an unusual call, but they'll call that if they feel like you're holding an offensive lineman from getting out, especially on those perimeter plays.
All right, so now the ball on the 42-yard line of the Colts. Texans have the ball on the left hash. Stroud under center, Marks deep in the backfield. They hand it off to Marks. Marks cuts inside with a huge hole at the 30. And taken down near the 25-yard line on the right hash, down to the 26-yard line. A gain of 16 on the play. Nick Cross able to bring him down, a first down.
Nick Cross saved a touchdown. Woody Marks really showed some short area elusiveness, great cut in the hole, and was able to get out in space, and Nick Cross saved the touchdown for the Colts.
So Nick Chubb now checking in, 6:10 to go in the second quarter. Texans trailing by 3. Colts leading 6-3. Ball on the right hash. Stroud in the gun. Chubb now to the left of Stroud. Christian Kirk in motion. Trips to the left. Play action. Stroud looking left. Lofts one towards the sideline. Incomplete at the 5-yard line. Intended for Xavier Hutchinson. Kenny Moore the second in coverage.
Yeah, I don't know if you can see the safety there, because there was a really small window there. And a better throw may have led to an interception. I don't know if Stroud ever saw the safety rotating over the top.
Yeah, Moore and Charvarius Ward were back there, 2 blue shirts. Ball on the 26, it's 2nd and 10. Chubb in the backfield, on the right hip of Stroud. Ball on the right hash. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Play action, Stroud rolling to his right, throws on the run, hits his man at the 10, and dances inside the sideline, down at the 3. They'll call him out of bounds. It's Nico Collins, who thought he had a score. I wanted to make sure that we checked that he didn't score. It is a first down, though, down to the 4-yard line officially.
Yeah, he stepped out at the 4.5-yard line. He beat Charvarius Ward on a crossing route there. Boy, this is going to be a massive sequence of the game here, whether or not Houston can punch this in.
6 offensive linemen now for the Texans. They break the huddle. Ball on the right hash at the 4. Nick Chubb deep in the backfield. Stroud under center. 2 tight ends out there. They toss it to Chubb on the left side. He gets blocking, gets to the outside, and muscles his way into the end zone for a touchdown. An excellent block there by the tight end, Cade Stover, to free up Chubb for the score.
Yeah, Cam Bynum missed the tackle. Cam Bynum has force on the perimeter there. He's got to make that tackle. Chubb basically ran him over for the touchdown.
Stover able to get a block on Charvarius Ward on that run. So it's 9-6 Texans with 5:08 to go in the second quarter. And Kaimi Fairbairn for the extra point. 8 plays, 67 yards, 3 minutes and 33 seconds off the clock for the Texans. Here's the snap. The hold is good. The kick is up, and it is good. With 5:08 to go in the second quarter, Texans leading by 4, 10-6 over the Colts. This is Football Sunday on ESPN Radio.
Too much on your plate? Get 50% off your first 6 months of payroll at gusto.com/radio. Gusto saves you 2 days every month on payroll, taxes, and compliance. So you can go from payroll to pumpkin pie, filing taxes to raising glasses, counting hours to counting blessings. There's no need to transfer payroll history when you switch before the end of the year, and you'll be thankful you did. Choose a future with Gusto and get more time for what matters. For a limited time, get 50% off your first 6 months at gusto.com/radio.
ESPN Bet is becoming the score bet this December. The same betting app you love with a new look and promos curated just for you. Existing ESPN Bet customers don't have to change a thing. Your account, wallet, and bets will all remain the same. Plus, kick things off right now by logging in and claiming a 100% profit boost. More action, more rewards, more for you. The score bet coming this December. 21 plus, gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Introducing the new ESPN Fox One bundle. Unlock all of ESPN and all of Fox One with one unbeatable price. Catch the biggest games, college football, NBA, NHL, and more on ESPN. Stream your faves, Big Noon Saturday, the World Series, and NASCAR on Fox One. All for just $39.99 a month. That's 20% off. The ESPN Fox One bundle. Offer valid for eligible subscribers only. Access content from each service separately. Savings compared to purchasing both plans separately. See stream.espn.com for complete terms and conditions.
Every great team has its core players, but when the season gets tough, adding the right free agent can make all the difference. The same goes for business. At Robert Half, we found that 67% of companies surveyed plan to increase their use of contract talent to handle workload peaks and backlogged projects. With Robert Half's specialized recruiters experience, combined with our award-winning AI, you can quickly find the skilled candidates you want. At Robert Half, we know talent. Discover how we can help at roberthalf.com/talent.
I'm Christine Lisi. Big man touchdown for the Bucs. Tristan Wirfs from Baker Mayfield. Tampa Bay's up 10-0 on Arizona, second quarter. Let's send it back to George Sedano in Indianapolis.
All right, Christine, thank you. 5:08 to go here in this second quarter. Texans leading 10-6. A very physical matchup, as you pointed out, Mike.
Yeah, this is kind of as advertised. You know, a really important game for two teams. Both have really good defenses. It's kind of lived up to expectations so far.
Fairbairn to kick it off. Abdullah and Gould back there. And Gould to receive inside his 5 at the 10, 20. And short of the 25-yard line as he was tackled by Jake Hansen at about the 23. Let's check in with Jeff Darlington.
Yeah, bad news for another defensive back, this time on the Texans side. Promising rookie Jalen Reed, their safety, is now in the locker room getting his forearm looked at. He is officially questionable to return.
All right, Jeff, thank you. The 6', 212-pounder safety out of Penn State. So we begin the next drive here for the Colts at their own 23-yard line. Ball on the right hash. Jones under center. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Taylor deep in the backfield at his 15. Jones play fake. Has plenty of time to throw. Pocket collapsing. Throws over the middle. It's complete. Alec Pierce goes upstairs one more time at the 41-yard line as he's taken down near the near numbers here on the near sideline.
Well, on back-to-back plays for the Colts, you could see why Alec Pierce has been one of the league leaders in yards per catch over the last couple of years. He could get down the field, and he can high point the ball. What a throw and a better catch in front of Kalen Bullock for a big, big play for the Colts.
Caught it in traffic and went upstairs. So a first down. They'll mark him at the 41. Jones in the gun. Downs in motion. Play action. Jones pressure in his face. Gets it to Warren on the check down. Al-Shair with the tackle, though, at the 44-yard line. A gain of 3 on the play as Warren is tackled outside the numbers.
Yeah, Houston brought a blitz off of that side. He threw hot to Tyler Warren. Tell you what, if Al-Shair doesn't make that play, there's nobody else on that side of the field. That would have been a massive gain for the Colts. Crowd looking for a face mask, but that was a clean tackle.
They'll give him 5 on that play as they'll mark him down at the 45. So 2nd and 5. Ball on the right hash. Jones in the gun. 2 receivers to each side. 3 seconds on the play clock. He takes the snap, looks left, now throws over the middle. It's complete again inside the 45. This time to Michael Pittman Jr. as he's taken down, picking up the first down at the 43-yard line.
You know, they say when you build a team, you want your receivers to look like a basketball team. Michael Pittman would be your power forward. Colts going, hurry up here.
13-yard gain, first catch for Pittman. Ball on the left hash. Ball on the 42-yard line of the Texans. Jones changing the play at the line of scrimmage. 2 receivers to the right side, 1 to the left. Taylor on his left hip. Jones drops back. Looks left, throws left, incomplete, in and out of the hands of Jonathan Taylor at the 41-yard line. Henry To'o in coverage.
That's another first down pass. You can see that Shane Steichen's getting a little bit more confident in their pass protection right now.
2nd and 10 upcoming. Colts break the huddle. Ball on the 42 of the Texans, 2nd and 10. Mo Alley Cox and Tyler Warren in the game at tight end. Taylor on the right side of Jones. Ball on the left hash, takes the snap. 7-step drop, pressure coming up the middle. He throws it and it's batted down at midfield by Daniil Hunter. Got his big paw up. 3rd and 10 upcoming.
I'll tell you what, it's fun watching Matt Burke go to work here. Hey, we're not getting there with 4, we're going to send 5. They sent 6 there. They're going to keep going. And again, in fairness, Daniel Jones is not 100%. Jeff Darlington told us in the open this hairline fracture is going to affect the lateral mobility. That was a play to me, George, where he just kept going backwards to try to get out out of pressure, but here they sent both the middle linebacker and the safety, and then a knockdown for Donnell Hunter.
3rd and 10, ball on the 42. Jones in the gun. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left, including Warren, the tight end. They're showing pressure. Here they come again. Inside handoff to Taylor. They meet Taylor near the line of scrimmage. Jalen Petrie came down and got him for no gain. So the Colts will be forced to punt again, or will they? They're in kind of no man's land.
Yeah, I think when you run the ball on 3rd down like that, you're thinking it's 4-down territory. Jalen Petrie made a great play coming off of the slot there.
Colts now 0 for 5 on 3rd down, and they are huddling, so they will go for it here on 4th and 10.
So if I'm Houston, I'm alert for the hard count here, because 5 yards may put me in field goal range.
Houston with only 3 down linemen. Jones in the gun, ball on the left hash. 4th and 10 from the 42. 2 seconds, 1 second on the play clock. And again, they don't get the snap.
5-yard penalty. 4th down.
Delay of game.
Yep. Try to do a hard count there. So
please set the game clock to 2:05. 2:05.
That's a tough situation, though, if you're Shane Steichen, because too long for a field goal. You don't want to punt. You try to get him off. 5 yards may put you in field goal range, and now you're only playing 5 yards further back.
Houston still has 2 timeouts with 2:05 to go in the second quarter. And they will receive the punt here. Jalen Noel inside his 10. Sanchez to punt it inside his 40. Ball on the left hash.
This is the 2-minute warning.
So there you have it. The 2-minute warning is now upon us with 2 minutes left in the first half. It's the Texans 10, the Colts 6. This is Football Sunday on ESPN Radio.
Feeling stuck on your own 10-yard line in the career game? Maybe it's time to just go for IT. My Computer Career has the game plan to score a rewarding new IT career in months. Whether you're a rookie, a breakout career changer, or a military veteran ready to serve. Why spend years chasing a college degree when you can fast-track your future in IT starting now? Take your mark, get set, go for IT. Take the free career evaluation at mycomputercareer.edu today. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
Hey, did you see that game last weekend? It was crazy.
Actually, we were there.
Wait, like in person? How'd you swing that?
Allegiant had a super affordable nonstop flight out there. And with how low the airfare was, buying tickets to the game was a no-brainer.
Hold my beer. I'm going to Allegiant.com right now.
Allegiant, the official airline of the Indianapolis Colts. Nonstop flights from Indianapolis to Jacksonville, Florida. One way for as low as $53. Must be purchased by 12/13/2025 for travel between 11/20/2025 and 5/18/2026. Seats and dates are limited. Restrictions apply. See Allegiant.com for details.
Hey, it's Reese Davis. Let's be honest, you can't keep an eye on everything unless you've got Blink Outdoor 4 cameras. While you're focused on the game, Blink's keeping an eye on your home.
With up to 2-year battery life and with Sync Module XR, you can cover more space without constant maintenance. No wires, no worries. Blink helps keep an eye on what matters most. Get Blink today at the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
Empower. Jen has ordered a decadent seafood tower, king crab legs, lobster tails, and a waterfall of caviar. Pricey? You bet. But Jen worked with Empower on her savings and investment strategy and planned for splurges like these. She got good at money, so she can be a little bad. Ooh, champagne. Empower. Invest well, live a little. Start today at empower.com.
Past performance is not indicative of future returns. Investing involves risk. You may lose money. Advisory services are provided for a fee by Empower Advisory Group, LLC, EAG, a registered investment advisor with the Securities and Exchange Commission. OMG, those shrimps are really jumbo.
This is Football Sunday on ESPN Radio.
Coming out of the 2-minute warning, Texans leading 10-6 over the Colts here in Indianapolis, 4th and 14. It's the 4th punt of the day for Indianapolis. Once they get this one off, it would be their most in a first half this season. Again, the number 1 scoring offense versus the number 1 total defense, Colts versus Texans. George Sedano, Mike Tannenbaum, Jeff Darlington with you here in Indy.
This is an important sequence in the game because Houston's going to get the ball to start the third quarter. So if I'm the Colts, I want to get one more possession. Again, they missed the extra point. They are 4 points behind. Houston's going to get the ball now, George, and then they're going to get the ball to start the third quarter.
Right, and the Texans do have 2 timeouts here. Sanchez gets the snap. He boots this one. Spiraling punt. It will bounce at the 3 and into the end zone.
Oh, I hate that. Gosh, like you have one job. Don't put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah.
You got one job.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. So good starting field position or decent starting field position for the Texans here.
And again, like let's just play like game management here. Now you're at the 20. You have a good kicker, right? So you probably need realistically 50 yards with 2 timeouts, as you mentioned. If I'm the Colts, I really got to get this team off the field and get the ball back because we need points before the half. Because again, we're not going to see the ball when we start the second half.
And the Colts do have 3 timeouts as well. Texans break the huddle. Stroud in the gun. 2 receivers to each side. Ball on the right hash. Stroud, 5-step drop. Looks right, throws right. Schultz at the 25, complete. He cuts inside at the 30. Met just past the line to gain. He will pick up the first down, an 11-yard gain to the 31.
That's an ideal drive starter. They should be on the ball right now. Why are they huddling up?
Well, they are huddling up. I don't understand it either because, again, time is ticking. 1:28 to go and ticking at the moment. They do have the 2 timeouts. They do break the huddle now at the 31-yard line. Ball on the right hash. Stroud in the gun. Woody Marks to his right. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Eight seconds on the play clock. Stroud snaps it. Dumps it off to Marks in the backfield at the 30 and taken down, pushed out of bounds, but the clock will still run as he's taken down at the 34-yard line. Charvarius Ward brought him down, a 3-yard gain.
Yeah, great job by Zaire Franklin and Charvarius Ward because what you're trying to do is have the clock run or make the Texans use one of their 2 timeouts.
50 seconds to go here. Stroud in the gun. 2 receivers to each side. Ball on the right hash. Stroud snaps it. Quick 3-step drop. Looks left, throws left, complete at the 40. And enough for the first down as Nico Collins drags a defender to the 45. Mekhi Blackman was that defender. We have a timeout on the field.
This is a really efficient drive. So, again, from a Texan standpoint, realistically, you want to get probably another 20 yards, maybe 18 yards. You got 38 seconds and 1 timeout left.
That instant analysis by Mike Tannenbaum is brought to you by ESPN Bet Sportsbook. Download the app. 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
The other nice thing, too, DeMeco Ryans is a defensive head coach, appreciates this. He's also playing keep away. So now he knows that he's going to have the ball for the rest of this half because it's first down, and we're going to get the ball start the third quarter. So rule number 1, C.J. Stroud, you cannot turn the ball over whatsoever because we're going to possess the ball. We're either going to score or it's 10-6 at halftime.
Ball security is paramount for sure. 39 seconds to go in the first half. 1st and 10 from their own 45. Ball on the left hash. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Stroud, 7-step drop. Pressure coming. He lost one to the left side. They go up and can't haul it in. It's Nico Collins just past him. Sailed it a little over his head. Mekhi Blackman in coverage down at the 10-yard line.
Yeah, credit Mekhi Blackman. Again, we lost Sauce Gardner very early in this game, and Mekhi Blackman, Lou Anarumo is going to pressure a lot, puts a lot of pressure on these corners. Great coverage. He was able to make a play on the ball way down the field.
Now it's 2nd and 10 with 31 seconds to go. The Texans do have 1 timeout. Ball is on their own 45-yard line. Woody Marks on the right hip of C.J. Stroud. Ball is on the left hash. Split receivers to each side. Stroud, 5-step drop. Looking, surveying. Pressure now coming. Stroud lets it go. There is a receiver in the area as he throws it out of bounds at the 45-yard line. It was Dalton Schultz. JT Tuimaulau with the pressure on Stroud.
A receiver in the area, the player would have to play for the Pacers. That ball went into the 3rd row. That, to me, would have been grounding. I think that's terrible officiating. He was in the pocket, and to me, that should have been grounding.
I agree with you wholeheartedly. I'm just telling the audience what the referee and the officials called there.
Yeah, exactly. We got Tyrese Halliburton. I don't think he would have caught that pass, George.
I mean, Rick Smits back in the day may not have caught
good call, the Dutchman.
Yeah, 3rd and 10, 24 seconds to go. Split receivers to each side. Trips now to the right. Ball on the left hash. Stroud, 3-step drop, throws over the middle. It's complete to Hutchins. But he's Higgins short of the first down by about 2 yards at the 47-yard line. It'll be 4th down upcoming. 10 seconds to go. Clock is ticking. 7 seconds, 6 seconds, 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds.
All right, so
and a timeout.
D'Amico Ryans just totally mismanaged that, and here's why. They should have gotten on the ball. It's 4th and 2.
Right.
Get a first down and either clock it or use your timeout.
Correct.
I don't know why he waited. I mean, we're going to be looking at close to an NFL record here on a field goal. It's going to be a 65-yard field goal attempt. And again, George, for our audience, they were at the plus 47-yard line. There was about 14 seconds to go. I don't know why they didn't go for a first down, make it an easier field goal.
Well, they're going to try now for a Hail Mary, it looks like, as Stroud is out there on the field.
All right.
So 4th and 2, but now a timeout for the Colts as they want to talk things over.
Interesting. I guess, you got to know from your special teams coach where he thinks he can make it. But again, if it's 4th and 2 and Fairbairn's career long is 61 yards, why would you not have gone for a first down and either clock it or use your timeout?
You had time, to your point. At the very least, there would have been probably similarly 2 seconds left on the clock had you done what you wanted them to do. So we'll see now. It's going to be a Hail Mary attempt, and you've given the Colts an opportunity to send 4 deep back there to try to knock this thing down. Ball on the 47-yard line of the Colts.
By the way, Alex Pierce is one of the Colts in the end zone, a receiver for the Colts.
Yep.
Who we talked about does a nice job of high pointing the ball.
Trips to the right. Stroud, 7-step drop. He's going to step up in the pocket, flush to his right now. He's going to throw on the run. It's going to be short of the end zone, and it is incomplete.
Alex Pierce went in an interception the worst way.
Oh, yeah, he did. He went up for that one. He's been high pointing the ball all day, and in that situation, wanted to pick, but could not haul it in. So that'll do it for the first half. The Texans kind of botched that one. They will have the ball to start the third quarter, though, and they lead 10-6 against the Colts. Now let's send it to Christine Lisi in the studio for the Football Sunday Halftime Report.
George, thank you. Coming up next on the Football Sunday Halftime Report, Matthew Stafford did what? This is Football Sunday on ESPN Radio.
The post-career day press conference brought to you by Progressive.
Anthony, can you tell us what happened during career day?
I'm a biomedical researcher. The kids just weren't impressed.
How did you feel when your son called in the backup?
Embarrassed, and I knew it would be a fireman. It's always a fireman. It's cliche, but a crowd favorite. He had an axe and everything. I can't compete with that.
And will the fireman be helping your son with his science fair project?
Hope not. I'm literally a scientist.
Like it or not, sometimes you need a backup. That's why there's Progressive to protect your home and auto. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Gage Diamonds has a secret for creating something stunning, something forever. It's our skilled ring designers. Tell them about your favorite ring styles. Show them your inspirations. Together, you'll make magic. Schedule your in-person or online appointment. Gage specializes in exceptional lab-grown diamonds. Financing available. Visit GageDiamonds.com. We're engagement's middle name.
Officer, could I get your perspective as a man of the law?
You know I'm a mall cop, right?
You see this Hyundai Santa Fe? I only paid for it.
Whoa.
Right? I'm not in trouble, am I?
Deal's so right, it almost feels wrong. The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Get 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days on all Hyundai Tucson, Tucson Hybrid, Santa Fe, or Santa Fe Hybrid models. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today. Offer ends December 1st. Call 562-314-4603 for details.
ESPN Bet is becoming the score bet this December. The same betting app you love with a new look and promos curated just for you. Existing ESPN Bet customers don't have to change a thing. Your account, wallet, and bets will all remain the same. Plus, kick things off right now by logging in and claiming a 100% profit boost. More action, more rewards, more for you. The score bet coming this December. 21 plus, gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
This is Football Sunday on ESPN Radio.
I'm Christine Lisi on the NFL scoreboard this week 13 Sunday. Matthew Stafford's thrown 2 touchdown passes. He's also been picked off twice, one a pick 6 by Mike Jackson. First time Stafford's been intercepted since week 3. Rams leading at the Panthers 21-17 at the half. Also at halftime, 49ers up 10-8 on the Browns. Cleveland's Shedeur Sanders in his second NFL start, 8 of 11, 96 yards, 1 touchdown. He's been sacked once. Buccaneers leading the Cardinals 10-3 at halftime. Baker Mayfield with a 2-yard touchdown pass to offensive lineman Tristan Wirfs. Jags leading the Titans 15-3 late second quarter, 132 yards passing, 2 TDs for Trevor Lawrence. Dolphins leading the Saints at halftime 16-0. 2 turnovers committed in the first half by New Orleans and 1 by Miami. Falcons and Jets knotted up at 7 at the half. Week 13 caps off with the Giants and Patriots on Monday Night Football tomorrow at 8 Eastern on ESPN. The Monday Night Football preview is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Giants rookie quarterback Jackson Dart expected to return tomorrow against New England. He's missed the last 2 games with a concussion.
The narrative's not necessarily accurate of 4 concussion checks. I was taken into the tent for 3 of those times for things that had nothing to do with my head, and that's just kind of they have their own operation of kind of how they handle things. So I'm still getting used to this game. I'm getting used to the speed of this level. And in college, you can watch my tape. I very rarely slid, but this is a different beast. So. For me, I got to be, obviously a little bit more responsible, when I'm in the open field. But I felt like, quite honestly, I was getting better at it each and every week.
Jackson Dart and the Giants will try to snap a 6-game slide tomorrow night while New England looks for a 10th consecutive win. The annual Progressive Keys to Progress program provides vehicles to deserving veterans, helping our heroes drive their lives forward. Learn more at keystoprogress.com. Coming up next, expectations for Pittsburgh's Aaron Rodgers as he returns from a fractured left wrist versus the Bills. You're listening to Football Sunday on ESPN Radio.
Team Talk on 101.7 The Team.
Joining us now that's got a little bit of knowledge on both of the teams that are playing in the state tournament is none other than the head coach for the Volcano Vista Hawks, Chad Wallen.
You think about Cleveland or talk about Cleveland, you talk about probably the most dominant high school football program in the last 5 or 10 years. You start talking Cruces, you're talking about a team that's really been building for the last 3.
Team Talk, weekdays at 4 on ESPN Radio 101.7 The Team.
Hey golfers, want to take your game home? Eagle Greens and Turf uses top quality synthetic turf and precision contouring to create a realistic surface that mimic the true feel and performance of a real putting green. Eagle Greens and Turf specialize in custom designed putting greens and residential lawns that bring the game home. Perfect for practice, play, and entertaining. Now Sun Country Amateur Golf Association members receive a 20% discount. Visit suncountrygolf.com. Eagle Greens and Turf. Free evaluations. 505-273-2744.
For the ones finding new ways to ensure the job always gets done. For the ones wearing many hats. For the ones who are hands-on, even from far away. And the ones keeping business moving forward. We are Grainger, offering supplies and solutions for every industry, with 24/7 support and experienced staff at over 250 local branches. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Huddle up, football fans. Don't settle for the sidelines this year. Be immersed in the games at Skidmore's Holiday Bowl, the entertainment hub for football season. Catch the games on TVs throughout the restaurant, lanes, and on the expanded and enclosed patio. And feed the whole team with 6 new 20-inch stadium-inspired pizzas packed with flavorful toppings, and enjoy specialty 26-ounce beer pours during Monday Night Football. Don't forget about happy hour every weekday from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. Come check out Albuquerque's ultimate football headquarters at Skidmore's Holiday Bowl.
You're listening to Football Sunday on ESPN Radio.
I'm Christine Lisi. The second half of our Sunday NFL doubleheader, a pivotal matchup in the AFC with the Bills and Steelers, kick off at 4:25 Eastern. Pittsburgh quarterback Aaron Rodgers back after missing the last game with a wrist injury. So what are the expectations for the 41-year-old? ESPN NFL analyst Herm Edwards.
Won't go under center a lot. I think they have to try to run it if they can. But you look at the Steelers' numbers. They're 27th in offense. They don't run the ball particularly well. They're 27th. Defensively, they're 28th. This is a team, when you look at the numbers, it doesn't seem like a Pittsburgh Steelers team. The only thing that is right with the Pittsburgh Steelers in the fact that they are over in the AFC North and 6 wins is leading it. I mean, and the Ravens are coming back. All of a sudden, Cincinnati thinks, well, we got a chance. They might have a chance. I don't know. With Joe Burrow's coming back, but they don't have a defense. And Pittsburgh, they can hit the quarterback. They force turnovers. That's what they do on defense, right? So that keeps them alive. And if you're Aaron Rodgers, I mean, look, it'll be interesting. You know, he's there for this reason now. They're in the playoff hunt. That's why they went out and got a veteran quarterback like Aaron Rodgers. They said, going down the stretch, we need this kind of player. Well, now he's hurt. Is he hurt enough where he can't play? He's going to give it a go, but the problem is if somebody hits it, we'll see how that feels.
Because of the Ravens' loss to Cincinnati on Thanksgiving night, the Steelers can retake the AFC North lead with a win today. Meantime, Josh Allen and the Bills find themselves 2.5 games back of AFC East leading New England, and they are 7th in the conference.
Yeah, extremely high sense of urgency. We, like I said, we understand where we're at. At the same time, we have full confidence in ourselves, but, ultimately it comes down to executing on game days. And, we've had some good, had some bad throughout the year. I think there'd be a lot of teams that are wishing that they were 7-4 in a spot that we are. So also understanding that opportunity in front of us of, hey, let's go out, let's play as hard as we can, let's put our best foot forward, and try to go get a victory on Sunday.
Josh Allen and the Bills visit the Steelers in the second half of our Sunday NFL doubleheader, kickoff at 4:25 Eastern. Today's trivia question is brought to you by Dr. Pepper. The Steelers have allowed 30-plus points in 5 games this season, tied for their most in a season since Mike Tomlin became head coach in 2007. So what other season under Tomlin did Pittsburgh allow 30-plus points in 5 games? The answer, 2013. Brought to you by Dr. Pepper. It's not football season without the delicious taste of an ice-cold Dr. Pepper. It's a pepper thing. Coming up, can the Texans' fearsome defense lead them to yet another win in a pivotal AFC South showdown? This is Football Sunday on ESPN Radio.
Want to win this holiday season? Aura Frames makes it effortless, personal, easy, and unforgettable. Upload photos, share videos, and even preload memories before it ships, so your gift feels thoughtful from the moment it's unwrapped. For a limited time, visit auraframes.com and get $45 off Aura's best-selling Carver mat frame using promo code GAME. Don't forget to mention ESPN Radio at checkout. Now go win the holidays. Terms and conditions apply.
You want your car to always look its best, but you don't want to spend all day buffing and polishing. That's why you need Lucas Slick Mist Speed Wax. It's the fastest way to a showroom shine. Just spray, wipe, and admire the results. Check out the entire line of Lucas Slick Mist products at lucasoil.com. Lucas Oil is the official oil of the Indianapolis Colts and is used throughout Lucas Oil Stadium. Lucas Oil, it works.
Too much on your plate? Get 50% off your first 6 months of payroll at gusto.com/radio. Gusto saves you 2 days every month on payroll, taxes, and compliance. So you can go from payroll to pumpkin pie, filing taxes to raising glasses, counting hours to counting blessings. There's no need to transfer payroll history when you switch before the end of the year, and you'll be thankful you did. Choose the future with Gusto and get more time for what matters. For a limited time, get 50% off your first 6 months at gusto.com/radio.
Hey, it's Desmond Howard. You want to win the weekend? It all starts with the tailgate. And for me, that means Kingsford Charcoal.
They've been bringing the flavor, the smoke, and the heat since 1920. No wonder they're still the gold standard of grilling. So fire it up, feed your crew, and let the smoke do the talking. Kingsford, the king of the tailgate. Get it today at the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
This is Football Sunday on ESPN Radio.
Gets blocking, gets to the outside, and muscles his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm Christine Lisi. Now let's get you back on out to Indianapolis. Alongside ESPN Radio's Mike Tannenbaum and Jeff Darlington, here's George Sedano.
All right, Christine, thank you. As we get ready to start the third quarter, the Texans leading 10-6. Mike, you did not like the way the Texans ended that first half. No, because they had time to run a play at 4th and 2 at the plus 47-yard line and either get a first down and then clock it, get a first down, and then call a timeout. And if not, worst case scenario, you're giving the ball to the Colts, who has a shaky field goal kicker. They're not going to have enough time to do anything. So they threw the ball. They got it down to the 5-yard line. I think there was a much more efficient way to run the clock. Our halftime adjustments brought to you by Manscaped. Upgrade your grooming routine with products built for modern men, now available at Walmart. So, Texans will get the ball here to start the third quarter. And Michael Badgley, who missed an extra point earlier, doinked one off the upright. We'll kick it off here. Jamon Smith and Jalen Knoll back near the end zone. And we're off here in the second half. All to receive it is 5, 10, 15, 20. Cuts inside of the 25. Now bounces outside and wrapped up just beyond the 25 at the 26-yard line by Amir Abdullah. A 21-yard return for Noel. Well, again, this is an important series from a Colts standpoint because you want to keep this a one-score game to the extent that you can. And, the last series is not the one before the half. The one before that was a really good drive for the Texans. We'll see what the Texans come out with here. Woody Marks deep in the backfield. C.J. Stroud under center. Trips to the left side. Stover in motion. They hand it off to Marks, and Marks is taken down near the line of scrimmage. Great job there by Jermaine Pratt. No gain, 2nd and 10. Latu also in there. Yeah, and again, that's a great sign that Woody Marks is back, and hopefully his foot will hold up for the rest of the game here because, again, they really want to have a two-headed monster, especially given this is C.J. Stroud's first game back. 2nd and 10, ball on the right hash. Texans breaking the huddle. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Marks to the right of Stroud. 2nd and 10. Stroud takes the snap. 3-step drop. Looks right, throws right. It's complete past the 30-yard line to Dalton Schultz. He gets to the 35. Make it the 36-yard line. So it'll be a yard shy of the first down, a 9-yard gain. And you can see some of the ruts coming off of C.J. Stroud. He looked much more comfortable and poised in the pocket there. Went through all his progressions and got an easy completion, check down for a much more manageable third down here. 3rd and 1 from their own 36. They've got 2 fullbacks back there, and Jacob Johnson and British Brooks. A wildcat formation here, and they push forward, and they get past the line to gain at the 38-yard line. It's Cade Stover as the wildcat who got the first down. Yeah, and that was, I think, really smart football. You put Cade Stover under center. You put 2 pushers behind him. You don't want to worry about C.J. Stroud taking another hit, and you go right at the defense. I think that was really smart play by the Texans. First game for C.J. Stroud back off of concussion protocol. Jacob Johnson and British Brooks, those fullbacks pushing. Stroud now under center, ball on the right hash. 1st and 10 from his own 38-yard line. Chubb in the backfield. Stroud stumbles for a moment, able to get it to Chubb. Tests the left side. Not much there, maybe about a yard or so. 2nd and 9 upcoming as Jermaine Pratt was there. Yeah, you mentioned it. It looked like somebody may have stepped on Stroud's foot, usually coming out of center when a lineman's pulling. That happens, but Stroud was able to get the ball to Chubb for a minimal gain, but avoided a disaster. So 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line of the Texans. They break the huddle. Stroud in the gun. Chubb on his left. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Tight end on the right side of the formation. Stroud takes the snap, 5-step drop, throws to the right side, complete to Schultz. And Schultz gets to the 44-yard line. Zaire Franklin brought him down. A 5-yard gain. Well, knowing Lou Anarumo, I would think this is going to be a down and distance that he's going to want to pressure to try to speed up C.J. Stroud. He's watching the same game we are. In the last couple of pass attempts, Stroud's been very comfortable in the pocket. 3rd and 4 upcoming. Schultz 6 catches for 46 yards. Marks in the backfield with Stroud. Stroud in the gun. Twins receivers to each side. Now they shift to 3 on the left. Stroud looking left. Pocket collapsing. Stroud has to step up, throws on the run. It's complete to Schultz. He should have enough for the first down. Yes, he does, as he gets into Colts territory down to the 47-yard line.
When we think of C.J. Stroud as one of the better young quarterbacks in the league, this is the type of play that exemplifies that. Really good fundamentals, 2 hands on the ball, goes through his progressions, has really good mobility in the pocket, keeps his eyes down the field for the check down. That's the difference between winning and losing football. To continue the drive going, really nice play by C.J. Stroud.
And a nice sliding catch by Schultz between the hash marks and the numbers on the left side. Stroud under center, hands it off to Woody Marks on the left side. Marks barrels forward as he gets past the 40-yard line, inside the 40 to the 39. He'll be about 1.5 yards shy of the first down, though. Give him 8. It'll be 2nd and 2. Chris Wormley with the tackle.
Yeah, I like that. The types of runs against the Colts would be right at him, downhill runs like that, where Woody Marks hits the hole, got what was there, and again, now you're staying ahead of the sticks.
2nd and 2 from the 39. Marks has 8 carries for 28 yards. Stroud under center. Woody Marks and Jacob Johnson in the backfield, offset eye. They hand it off to Marks, straight ahead, but runs into his own man and is going to lose yardage. He ran into Cade Stover, a 1-yard loss. It's going to be 3rd and 3 upcoming.
Yeah, that was great team defense that time by the Colts. They really control the line of scrimmage, and Woody Marks had no place to go.
3rd and 3. We've got some substitutions on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, last third down, Colts brought pressure. I would expect the same here. Try to knock him out of field goal range.
3rd and 3 from the 40 for the Texans. Marks in the backfield on the left hip of Stroud. Stroud changing the play at the line of scrimmage. 3 receivers on the right, 1 on the left. 3 seconds on the play clock. Trying to get the ball snapped. 2 seconds, 1 second. He gets it snapped. 5-step drop. Steps up over the middle. It's complete, and his receiver takes a vicious hit at the 25-yard line, but has enough for the first down. It's Xavier Hutchinson hauling that one in near the numbers on the left side. Nick Cross tried to lay him out.
Yeah, great job by the Houston Texans offensive line. They showed pressure, and then they dropped out. A little surprised by that call by Lou Anarumo. C.J. Stroud had plenty of time. Great throw and catch for a big first down.
A 15-yard gain. Houston 3 of 3 on 3rd down on this drive. 1st and 10 for the 25 of the Texans. Stroud under center. Offset eye again. Play fake. Stroud rolling, but being chased. Throws on the run. It's complete to Stover near the marker. Will he have enough for the first down? He should. Yes, a first down on that play. Pressure there by Latu. An 11-yard gain, though, as Stover is tackled on the far side near the numbers.
Yeah, that may have been C.J. Stroud's best throw. He was getting pressure, as you mentioned, by Latu, and he threw a perfect pass for close to it. Well, they gave him a first down on the run. Really, really good throw by C.J. Stroud on the move.
1st and 10 from the 14-yard line for the Texans. Stroud under center. Ball on the right hash. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. They hand it off on the right side. And Chubb doesn't get much. It'll be no gain on the play. 2nd and 10 upcoming as he's tackled near the right hash.
Yeah, good play by Grover Stewart there. Again, when they make the plays, the Colts occasionally have been able to change the line of scrimmage. They got to do that more consistently.
Texans on the move inside the red zone. 2nd and 10 from the 14-yard line of the Colts. They lead 10-6. 7:45 to go in the 3rd quarter. Stroud in the gun. 2 receivers to the left make that 3 receivers. Collins shifts into the slot. Stroud looking left. Now surveying. Throws to the right in the back of the end zone. Sails it over his intended target, Dalton Schultz. There were 2 blue shirts in the area.
Well, I'll tell you what, that was a little too close for comfort for me. If I'm the Texans and you're throwing the ball away, throw it where Rick Smits could catch the ball. I mean, that ball landed on the white. You want to throw that ball into the front row.
The Duncan Dutchman getting his 2nd mention in today's broadcast. Jalen Jones was in coverage back there. And it's 3rd and 10 from the 14. The crowd getting loud now here inside the dome at Lucas Oil Stadium.
Well, we're hoping, keep the Marist University alum engaged in our broadcast.
Stroud in the gun. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. 2 seconds on the play clock. 1, he gets it off. 3-step drop, pump fakes. Now he's in trouble, and he's sacked. Well behind the 25-yard line at the 26. Adebawore with the sack. A 10-yard loss on Stroud.
Adebayore's had a good game. He's caused a lot of pressures. Really good sack there. Now, look, they have a really good kicker, but the one thing you want to do if you're Stroud there is not go backwards. Don't make this field goal any harder, but this is a very makeable field goal.
So Kaimi Fairbairn gets in there now. It's a 43-yard attempt. He is 8 of 8 this season between 40 and 49. Ball between the hash marks. The snap is down, the kick is up, and it is good. The Texans add on to their lead. They now lead by 7, 13-6 with 6:47 to go in the third quarter. You're listening to Football Sunday on ESPN Radio.
Memorial Day, Labor Day, President's Day.
No! It's the biggest sale days of the year at Reliable Nissan. It's Black Friday all month long. Black Friday savings on all new Nissan, all certified Nissan, and on all Reliable Nissan pre-owned. Huge discounts, giant incentives and cash back, deferred payments, and more. It's the biggest sale days of the year. Black Friday all month long at Reliable Nissan. We're on Coors across from the Cottonwood Mall. We are reliable. Plus tax, time, license, and $397 dealer transfer fee. Unapproved credit expires 6/30/25.
ACC Network, your home for ACC women's basketball.
Stars are going to emerge, so that's what you're going to see.
So many teams got talent back, so many new faces.
And I don't think the product's been any better in the ACC than what it is right now. For three!
Here I come.
It's going to be massive, and it's just great for basketball fans. So many good matchups.
It doesn't get much better than this, does it?
It does not. ACC women's basketball, all season long on ACC Network.
This is Freddie and Harry on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app.
Harry, I've been on this show. I've been on this show every Monday.
Get him, Herb.
Week 5. What did I say, Harry?
You said it. You said they're the best team.
I said that them Rams, you better mess around with them. Don't leave them Rams alone. And I said that quarterback, I said he's pretty good, that quarterback.
Check out more from Freddie and Harry weekdays at 3 Eastern on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app.
Exclusively on ESPN, UFC 323, Saturday. Reigning bantamweight champion Merab Dvalishvili defends his belt in a rematch against former interim champion Piotr Yan, and reigning flyweight champion Alexandre Pantoja puts his title on the line against #1 contender Joshua Van. UFC 323, Saturday at 10 p.m. Eastern. Buy it on ESPNplus.com/PPV.
I am number one.
I'm Christine Lisi. Panthers have taken a 24-21 third quarter lead on the Rams on a Bryce Young 33-yard touchdown pass to Jalen Coker. George Sedano, back to you.
All right, Christine, thank you. Certainly something to keep an eye on there in Carolina, that's for sure. But here, the Texans with a 13-6 lead against the Colts in Indianapolis. And we're getting ready for the kickoff here. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick it off. Anthony Gould and Amir Abdullah set to receive inside their 5. George Sedano, Mike Tannenbaum, Jeff Darlington with you here in Indianapolis. Fairbairn to Gould inside the 5 to the 10, the 15, cuts inside at the 20 at the hash mark, out to the far right hash, and taken down, chopped down at the 20, an 18-yard return. Tackle there made by Daria Gumbawale, the running back.
All right. Let's see if we can get going here on the Colts. They need points here. They have it's been a while since they've had a meaningful drive, George. They really need to try to recontrol this game. The Texans have almost outgained them by 80 yards.
So Daniel Jones and company, they break the huddle. 6:42 to go. They trail by 7. 3 tight ends out there. Jones under center. Taylor, the deep back in the backfield. They hand it off to Taylor, and Taylor avoids one tackler right away, but may have a loss on the play there as Henry To'o made the tackle. They'll say no gain. To your point earlier, Mike, if you look at the Colts drives, punt, 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 downs, touchdown, punt.
Yeah, and time of possession is 24 minutes to 14. I don't need an abacus to know that's a lot more for the Houston Texans.
I usually like going sundial, personally. 8:13 on the last drive for Houston, as they've been chewing up clock, to your point. Jones under center here. Drops back. Fires over the middle, almost intercepted. A dangerous pass intended for Michael Pittman. 2 white shirts in the area. Kalen Bullock eventually got a paw on it.
Wow, I'll tell you what, I'm so impressed by the overall depth of this Houston defense. As you mentioned, Kalen Bullock made a great break on the ball. And, you know, 1 minute we're talking about the pass rush, then we're talking about their middle linebacker. My gosh, what a great play by Kalen Bullock.
3rd and 11 from the 20-yard line.
This is exactly where you don't want to be if you're the Colts.
Jones in coverage, or excuse me, in the gun rather. Pittman shifts from right to left. 2 receivers up top, 1 to the bottom. Jones, 5-step drop, steps up in the pocket, lets it rip down the field, hits his man in stride. It's Josh Downs. Was he inbounds? Yes, they'll say he was.
They got to get on the ball. Get on the ball.
Miles Bryant in coverage.
Josh Downs is telling you to get on the ball. He's sprinting to the middle of the field. If I'm the D'Amico Ryans, I need the red flag in my hand right now.
It's at the 47-yard line of the Texans. Jones sprints up, gets the snap off, dumps it off over the middle, and it is complete to Jonathan Taylor for a 2-yard gain. So he got into Texans territory on the far sideline. Let's see, he got 1. He did get 2, it looks like, on the replay, but Downs wasn't too sure about it, to your point. So smart for them to move fast.
Yeah, George, I'll tell you what, your player will always tell you, and he didn't think he caught it. He did, but just by his body language, that was great coaching by the Colts. They got up there and got the playoff.
They did get the playoff, and now they get the 1-yard gain previous there to the pass to Jonathan Taylor. 3 tight ends out there, Jones under center. 4 seconds on the play clock. 3, 2, 1. He gets the snap off. Play action. Pressure coming up the middle. Jones takes a vicious hit. And he sails his pass wide of the mark intended for Jonathan Taylor. Kamari Lassiter just absolutely walloped Daniel Jones.
I'll tell you what, if anyone ever questions Daniel Jones' toughness, just watch this play. He's out there with a fracture in his fibula. And as you mentioned, Kwame Lassiter hits him hard. And I'll tell you what, that was a delayed blitz. They didn't pick that up. That was a free shot at the quarterback.
3rd and 9. Ball on the 45 of the Texans.
They're in 4-down territory. This would be a great place to run the ball.
3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Taylor in the backfield. 3 seconds on the play clock. 2 seconds. Blitz coming off the edge again. They dump it off to Downs at the 40. Makes a man miss and pushes forward past the yard to gain to the 35-yard line. What a gain there of 10 by Downs.
Another corner blitz. Daniel Jones, boy, that was a really good play. He was able to beat that. He saw the pressure coming, got rid of the ball. And Matt Burke is really dialing up the pressure in the second half here.
Jones saw the pressure coming off the right side from Jalen Petrie. Jones in the gun here. 1st and 10 from the 35 of the Texans. 3 receivers to the left. Inside handoff to Taylor. Taylor falls forward for about 1.
All right, this is an important sequence in the game because, again, you don't have that extra point, so you need a touchdown here to tie. And, again, I'm not saying you're in 4-down territory yet, but if I'm Shane Steichen, every possession with 18 minutes to go in the game is so critical.
Taylor, 12 carries, 40 yards. They've done a nice job on him thus far. 2nd and 9 from the 34 of the Texans. Pittman in motion. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Jones in the gun, takes the snap, 5-step drop, throws it incomplete. Taylor wasn't looking back as there was pressure in the face of Jones again, this time by Sheldon Rankins. 3rd and 9.
George, every play you're saying pressure by this player, pressure by that player. Miles Bryant's in the game because of Jalen Reed's injury. If Miles Bryant had his head up, that would have been a pick 6. And I'll tell you what, they are really speeding up Daniel Jones right now.
It's 3rd and 9 from the 34 of the Texans. Ball on the right hash. Indy on
1017 KQTM Rio Rancho Albuquerque, your hometown radio station. Time for a 1017 The Team Sports Update. Provided by Caesars Sportsbook in Stadium 66 at Route 66 Casino Hotel.
Throws off his back foot. He's got a step on a man. It's Downs who catches the ball inside the 15-yard line, down the far sideline. Kamari Lassiter and Kalen Bullock in coverage. 1st down.
We got a flag
on the field.
Offense number 79. 10-yard penalty. 3rd down.
Ryman with the infraction there.
Yeah, that was against Will Anderson, their left tackle. Oh, man.
That's a tough call.
Yeah, that is a terrible call. He got run over.
Yeah.
That's not a penalty. That's a roadblock. How can they call that a hold?
Yeah, I don't get it.
What a game-changing... Boy, these officials are having a terrible day.
Maybe they got the number wrong. It could have been maybe someone else on the line.
Oh, that's a good point. Because that was not Bernard Raymond.
Yeah, that's the second time Will Anderson has pancaked someone, by the way. So 3rd and 19 from the 44 now. Jones in the gun. Trips to the left, one to the right. Pearson motion from left to right. Jones drops back. Pressure coming. He lofts one down the sideline for Pierce. Pierce is tackled down the sideline, and a flag comes in. A second one comes in. Kalen Bullock in coverage. He's saying it was offensive pass interference. I don't believe the officials are going to heed his advice.
Yeah, by the way, that ball landed in the white. They're going to call PI on him. That ball was uncatchable.
Defense number 2. Spot foul. Automatic first down.
So just for our audience, George, there's a white boundary around the field. That ball landed outside of the white.
Right, and that white is probably 2.5, 3 yards.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, well past it.
Yeah. That ball
is uncatchable. You think that's a makeup call for the last call on Raymond?
I guess so.
Ryman, I mean?
I guess so.
2 tight ends, Mo Alley Cox and Warren in the backfield. It is 1st and 10 from the 12. They play fake. Jones throws on the run. Hits his man, Tyler Warren, for a touchdown on the right side of the end zone. And the Colts are within 1.
One of the few mistakes we've seen today by this Texan defense. Kalen Bullock, I don't know if that was him, but you can't have Tyler Warren uncovered, especially this part of the field. Now we have a very important extra point.
Well, Badgley already missed one earlier. Doinked one off the left upright.
Yeah, I think that was Miles Bryant that dropped coverage. He's in again for Jalen Reed.
Sanchez, the holder. The kick is up, and he splits the uprights this time. We are all knotted up at 13 between the Texans and the Colts. 2:51 to go here in Indianapolis. This is Football Sunday on ESPN Radio.
ESPN Bet is becoming the score bet this December. The same betting app you love with a new look and promos curated just for you. Existing ESPN Bet customers don't have to change a thing. Your account, wallet, and bets will all remain the same. Plus, kick things off right now by logging in and claiming a 100% profit boost. More action, more rewards, more for you. The score bet coming this December. 21 plus, gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Caffeine doesn't have to be bitter or boring anymore. 5-Hour Energy shots are bringing the flavor and the energy. One of my personal favorites, Strawberry Banana, is giving smoothie vibes in a compact caffeinated shot. Whether you like your energy sour, fruity, or tropical, with 17 flavors, there's something for you. And yeah, it's got as much caffeine as a 12-ounce coffee, but 0 sugar and no crash. Big flavor, tiny bottle, tasty caffeine done right. You can grab yours in-store or hit up 5hourenergy.com or order on Amazon today. Fellas, it's the season to shine, and not just from the holiday lights. Manscaped is here to keep you looking sharp for every holiday party, family photo, and mistletoe moment. The Lawnmower 5 body trimmer and the Chairman Plus face shaver deliver precision, comfort, and control worthy of Santa's nice list. I've been good and nice. Whether you're tidying up before a big night out or preparing for New Year's Eve, Manscaped has your back. And your face too, to be exact. So gift yourself with some grooming greatness this season, because looking good is the best gift of all. And now you can find Manscaped products at your local Walmart.
Every 40 seconds, a child is reported missing. Find the Children is a nonprofit organization dedicated to helping find missing kids. You can be a part of their mission by donating your unwanted car. Call 1-800-294-0222. You'll receive the maximum tax deduction, and we provide fast, free pickup. Call 1-800-294-0222. Donate your unwanted or unused car. Call 1-800-294-0222. This advertisement was paid for in partnership with Cars R Us and Find the Children.
This is Football Sunday on ESPN Radio.
Welcome back here to Indianapolis. Tied up at 13 between the Texans and Colts. 2:51 to go in the third. The last drive for the Colts, 8 plays, 79 yards, 3:56 off the clock. A huge PI call of 32 yards helped the Colts set up a touchdown to Tyler Warren. That PI call on Kalen Bullock, the free safety for the Houston Texans. George Sedano, Mike Tenenbaum, Jeff Darlington with you here in Indianapolis.
I don't know why they have a rule that says the ball is uncatchable, because that was uncatchable.
Here's a return by Noel at the 10, 15, 20, 25. Has a seam and taken down near the 35-yard line. They will officially call him down at the 35. So broadcaster had good eyes for once on that one. 29-yard return. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Football Sunday on ESPN Radio. And welcome back to Indianapolis. Tied at 13 between the Colts and Texans. Texans have the ball, 1st and 10 from their own 35-yard line. C.J. Stroud under center. 3 receivers. Play fake. Stroud looking left. Now pressure coming backside. Throws to the right side. Complete towards the sideline at the 46-yard line to Jaden Higgins, the rookie from Iowa State. A first down for the Texans.
Yeah, we're heating up now. Both of these quarterbacks, I feel like they're elevating their play. Great throw, great accuracy under pressure.
Well, whatever adrenaline is going through them is definitely working now. Jones with the fibula injury. Obviously, C.J. Stroud, first game back from concussion protocol. It's 1st and 10 from the 46 of the Colts. Stroud hands it off to Chubb. Chubb straight ahead, bounces off one defender, and then taken down at the 42-yard line. So a 4-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 6 upcoming for the Texans.
Boy, this is, again, a really important sequence of the game. There's not many possessions left. And right now, if I'm Houston, I want to try to stay as balanced as possible, eat more clock. Again, they're really doing a great job of controlling that. They're up to 24-41 in terms of time of possession.
1:45 to go in the third quarter. Woody Marks in the backfield, deep in the backfield. C.J. Stroud under center, trips to the left side, ball on the left hash. 2nd and 6. Stroud, play fake. Dropping back, being chased, and throws one at the feet of one of his receivers. Nick Cross was coming in hot on C.J. Stroud.
Credit Lou Anarumo, defensive coordinator of the Indianapolis Colts. He called the blitz on the corner that C.J. Stroud ran into. C.J. Stroud alertly just threw the ball to the feet of the nearest tight end to avoid a sack.
It was Jaden Higgins, and it'll be 3rd down and 6 upcoming.
Tell you this again, we could be in 4-down territory here. Again, if I'm Nick Kelly, offensive coordinator of the Texans, I'm thinking about maybe running the ball here if we're going forward on 4th down.
Trips to the right side, one to the left. Stroud takes the snap, drops back, clean pocket, throws, fires on a crosser, and it's complete, but a flag on the play as the receiver gets near the 30-yard line. He picks up the first down to the 31. It's Jaden Higgins again.
It's a holding
before
on the
the pass was thrown. Holding. Defense number 23. Penalties declined. It's first down.
So a 12-yard gain stands. Kenny Moore was the player on the hold, and again they declined. So first down, Texans at the 31 of the Colts.
Number 57 is reporting eligible. 57.
6 offensive linemen. Blake Fisher reporting eligible. They've had 4 procedure penalties in the first half, the Houston Texans, so looking to not add to that total. They'll officially mark him at the 31. Nope, now they're inching closer to the 30. So 6 offensive linemen and 2 tight ends. Stroud under center. Schultz in motion. They hand it off. Right up the gut to Chubb. Chubb barreling forward inside the 25 to the 24-yard line. A 6-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 4 upcoming as he's tackled on the left hash.
I really like that. You mentioned a really heavy personnel grouping run right at the Colts who like to rush the passer. I would stay with this. Keep leaning on them because, again, you want to slow down those pass rushers, make them defend the run.
Marks deep in the backfield. Stroud under center again. 6 offensive linemen one more time. 2 receivers, though, to the right side of the formation. Stroud tosses it to Marks. Tries to test the right side. He's met with resistance at the line to gain by Kwity Paye. We'll see if they give him the first down.
That should take us to the end of the quarter here. They did give him the first down.
They will give him the first down, and the time is ticking. We are under 5 seconds. And that'll do it for the third quarter.
This is the end of the third quarter.
We're tied up at 13 between the Colts and Texans heading to the fourth quarter. Texans driving. This is Football Sunday on ESPN Radio.
Colts fans, level up game day with Vivid Seats. They've got the seats you want for the deals you deserve. Plus, they're the only ticket company that rewards you for buying. As the official fan experience partner of the Colts, we're offering exclusive VIP packages with unforgettable fan experiences for all games this season. Bundle game tickets with pregame field passes or join fellow fans at the Vivid Seats Party and Touchdown Town. Score the seats you want, all backed by 100% buyer guarantee. Download the app to order, track ticket updates, and earn rewards. Vivid Seats, the official fan experience partner of the Colts.
Have you heard the story that's about a guy who lives in a bank that is really close by? The Capital One Cafe is his home, no doubt, where customers bank and get their cash out. There's no fees or minimums on checking accounts, so your money stays. Most Capital One Cafes are open all 7 days. This magical place, as some people might call it, is where the Capital One Bank guy says, "What's in your wallet?" Such a lovely tale.
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank for details. Capital One and a member FDIC.
ESPN Bet is becoming the score bet this December. The same betting app you love with a new look and promos curated just for you. Existing ESPN Bet customers don't have to change a thing. Your account, wallet, and bets will all remain the same. Plus, kick things off right now by logging in and claiming a 100% profit boost. More action, more rewards, more for you. The score bet coming this December. 21 plus, gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Feeling stuck on your own 10-yard line in the career game? Maybe it's time to just go for IT. My Computer Career has the game plan to score a rewarding new IT career in months. Whether you're a rookie, a breakout career changer, or a military veteran ready to serve. Why spend years chasing a college degree when you can fast-track your future in IT starting now? Take your mark, get set, go for IT. Take the free career evaluation at mycomputercareer.edu today. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
I'm Christine Lisi. Bucky Irving back from shoulder and foot injuries for the Bucs. A 13-yard touchdown run. Tampa Bay leads Arizona 17-10 early fourth quarter. George Sedano, back to you.
All right, Christine, thank you so much. 1st and 10 here for the Texans, tied up at 13 against the Colts in Indianapolis. They have the ball on the 20-yard line of the Colts. Houston has won 3 in a row against Indy, all by 4 points or less. Stroud under center, marks deep in the backfield. We have flags on the field, a false start on Houston.
Offense number 77, 5-yard penalty, first down.
That's Trent Brown who's playing right tackle today for Houston.
Correction, that was on number 86, false start.
Check that, it's the tight end Dalton Schultz.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if that's because they're on the road or it's a different cadence with a different quarterback, but for a team that a game is so important, it's been very sloppy.
Oh, my God.
On these pre-snap penalties.
No doubt. 7th penalty overall for Houston for 65 yards. 1st and 15 from the 25 of the Colts. Marks in the backfield on the right of Stroud. Stroud in the gun. Takes the snap. Plenty of time. Looks left. Throws left. Almost intercepted as Jermaine Pratt had a beat on that one. Got his hand on it and knocked it away.
You know, Jalen Noel went in motion. I thought he was going to go with the wide receiver there on the outside, and he did not see
Jermaine Pratt.
Yeah, it was Jermaine Pratt. I think C.J. Stroud got away with one there.
Oh, I don't think there's any doubt about that. It's 2nd and 15 now.
I don't know why his eyes took him there, because I think Noel was wide open.
Stroud in the gun here. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Takes the snap. 7-step drop. Steps tall in the pocket. Throws it to the end zone. Incomplete. Well past his intended target, Nico Collins, who was double covered.
Yeah, that's another bad decision there. You got Cam Bynum playing center field, so that receiver was going to be double teamed. There was no other receiver there. And C.J. Stroud had been playing well, but those last 2 plays really questioned the decision making.
3rd and 15 now for the Texans. Tied at 13. 14:51 to go in the game. Colts fans getting riled up. Ball on the 25-yard line on the right hash. 4 seconds on the play clock. Now Stroud changing the play. 2 seconds. 1 second. Clapping for the snap. He does get it off in time. Throws over the middle. His receiver falls. Incomplete. Flag comes in, though, trailing the play. Xavier Hutchinson was the receiver who fell at the 15-yard line.
Now, they're going to have a conference here. They may pick this up. This is interesting.
Pass interference.
Oh, wow.
Defense, number 23. Spot foul. Automatic first down.
That's the same official who was going for his flag about to delay a game. That is a terrible call.
Shane Steichen is apoplectic on the sideline.
This is where they should get together as a crew and pick it up. Look, the receiver falls down.
Yeah.
The receiver falls down.
100%.
That is awful.
So the Texans catch a break. Ball on the 17-yard line.
Catch
First
a break? It's a freaking gift wrap. That's terrible.
Woody Marks in the backfield. Stroud under center. The crowd voicing their displeasure. Marks takes the handoff up the middle. Plows forward inside the 10. Charvarius Ward brings him down at the 9. It's an 8-yard gain, and the crowd's still upset. 2nd and 2 upcoming.
You know, George, just going back earlier, like the NFL emphasizes to the crews, like, get the call right. And the official from the sideline was running into the middle of the field, and I think he was there to try and talk him out of the call.
So I think what they're calling more on is he grabbed his wrist before his break on Hutchinson.
Well, that's illegal contact.
Yeah, that's not a pass interference. Correct.
That should have been 5 yards illegal contact.
Correct. You're right. 1st and 10. Excuse me, check that. 2nd and 2. Stroud under center, hands it off to Marks. Up the middle, gets close to the line to gain. Nope, he'll be about a yard shot. 1 yard gain. Crowd still letting the officials have it. It's 3rd and 1 upcoming for the Texans as the ball is on the 8.
I'd be booing too.
Houston 5 of 10 on 3rd down.
Number 57 is an eligible receiver, 57.
So this is really interesting. If I'm D'Amico Ryans, I got to decide right now, what am I doing on 4th down? I mean, we saw Kalen DeBoer make a play. Oh, they're going again with this tush push.
Tush push with Stover.
Yep.
Stover is going to be close. Jakob Johnson and British Brooks were the pushers there. They're going to give him the first down.
I'll tell you what, Caleb DeBoer made a call for the ages last night. He has 4th down in a tie game in the Iron Bowl, has a chip shot field goal on 4th and 2 and goes for it. And fortunately for the DeBoer family, they scored a touchdown.
Yeah. Stover, the tight end on the Wildcat tush push, gets the first down. 12th play of the drive coming. Previous drive was of 14. The Texans chewing up the clock. 2 seconds on the play clock. Stroud hands it off on a reverse to Nico Collins. He's got space to run. He runs it into the end zone for a touchdown. A good block by Dalton Schultz and Xavier Hutchinson to clear the path there for Nico Collins for the touchdown.
Yeah, great way to nullify a team that likes to pursue and be so aggressive, misdirection. Great run by Nico Collins. Great call by Nick Kelly.
And the crowd continues to voice their displeasure at the moment. The extra point by Fairbairn is up and good. 20-13 Texans, 12:38 to go here in Indianapolis. You're listening to Football Sunday on ESPN Radio.
For over 50 years, Clark's Pet Emporium has been your pet's favorite stop. Santa Paws has left thousands of holiday gifts for your furry, scaly, and winged family members. Pick up a gift for a pet lover or even a new pet. Clark's has shelves full of pet beds, sweaters, toys, and treats. Habitats and tanks galore. Locally owned and operated with 2 convenient locations for all your pet needs. 11200 Manal Northeast or 4914 Lomas Northeast. Clark's is celebrating 50 years thanks to you, the Christmas Superstore. ClarksPets.com.
Ever notice what happens when your home is beautifully organized? You have more space, more room to breathe. At California Closets, our designers know just what questions to ask to create exactly what you want. Your personalized experience includes custom design and installation to deliver a result that truly reflects your style and needs. That's the California Closet's difference. We call it practical magic. Book your free design consultation today at californiaclosets.com.
At Santa Ana Star, we're not like other casinos. It's about how we make you feel every time you visit.
They come up and they're like, do you need anything? How are you?
To us, hospitality isn't just service. It's a heartfelt, personal connection.
They actually have conversations with you. It doesn't feel like they're trying to get you in and get you out.
I've met a lot of people here. You just get to know them all and they become friends.
For genuine New Mexico hospitality, Santa Ana Star Casino Hotel is New Mexico's best bet.
The Rich Eisen Show.
The Rams are the team to beat through 12 weeks. And one thing that I think they would love to do is to win another one, obviously. To win another one with Stafford, obviously. To win another one with Stafford as an MVP quarterback, obviously. But at the end of the day, to win one in the home of the San Francisco 49ers, which was their mortal fear the year the Rams won it in their own building.
The Rich Eisen Show from noon to 3 Eastern on ESPN Radio, ESPN Plus, and on Disney Plus.
I'm Christine Lisi. Big news from college football. Head coach Lane Kiffin announcing he's leaving Ole Miss for the LSU job. Ole Miss will not let him coach the rest of this season. Now let's send it back to Indianapolis and George Sedano.
All right, Christine, it's 20-13 Texans here. Nico Collins' first career rushing touchdown, 12:38 to go in the game. They lead the Colts by 7. The extra point, I mean, listen, there were all sorts of things that we need to resolve here. There was a pass interference call, multiple pass interference calls that created some displeasure here with the crowd and the Colts certainly. And then on the extra point, Kaimi Fairbairn looks like he missed it. The whole ball needs to be inside the upright, and the ball did not go inside the upright. It went above the upright, and part of it was sticking out. So that extra point should have been no good.
Yep, 100%. That extra point was wide left.
So Anthony Gould fields it in his end zone and will kneel it. And the crowd, who saw the extra point video just a moment ago, is letting him have it.
They're showing this on TV again. It's not really even close. That ball is outside the upright.
Yeah, what a strange turn of events on that drive. So the Colts trailing by 7 with 12:38 to go. This is a monster game in the division and for the playoff race in the AFC East. The Colts leading the Texans by 2 games in the division. And the Texans are basically one spot out of a playoff spot in the wild card scenario as well. Jones in the gun, 2 receivers to the left. Hands it off to Taylor. Taylor dancing in the backfield now, streaking forward. Picks up a couple. Now Shire makes the tackle on the left hash. 2-yard gain.
Yeah, this is critical time now. You got 12 minutes to go in the game. Now you need 7 points. I'm just telling my offensive lineman, I need your best pass protection of the day right now.
2nd and 8. Ball on the 37 of the Colts. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Ball on the left hash. Jones in the gun. Taylor to his left. Here comes the blitz. They pick it up. Jones with time. Takes a deep shot down the left sideline for Pierce. Pierce extends, cannot haul it in. Kamari Lassiter in coverage. The fans here want a flag on this one.
They'll get it. They're going to get a roughing call. They're going to get roughing.
Yep, there's
defense number 98. 15-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
So Tim Settle Jr. with the roughing call on Daniel Jones.
You know, one thing I would do if I was Shane Steichen, Donnell Hunter and Will Anderson were off the field on that play. I would go no huddle and not let them back on because they have a lot more time to throw the ball when those 2 guys are off the field, and I would keep them off, George.
By the way, that was also, in my opinion, pass interference too, as Lassiter basically tackled Pierce as he was diving.
Yeah. But again, it's not a coincidence that with Hunter and Anderson off the field that he had more time to throw there. I wouldn't let those guys back on the field.
Houston, 8 penalties for 80 yards. Barnett and Autry are the ends right now for the Texans. Jones under center. 1st and 10 from the 48. Drops back with time. Dumps it off over the middle, and a huge hit there Tyler Warren takes the hit from Henry To'o as he gets down to the 42-yard line, we'll call it. A 6-yard gain, 2nd and 4.
That ball had a little bit too much air on there, and Tyler Warren's going to remind that of Daniel Jones in the meeting tomorrow when he has those sore ribs.
Yeah, he's going to need the ice pack for sure on that. Ball on the left hash, 2nd and 4 from the 42. Mo Alley Cox and Drew Ogletree are the tight ends at the moment. Jones in the gun. 2 tight ends, 2 receivers. They hand it off to Taylor, who's working his way inside. He gets inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, 3rd and 1. Miles Bryant and Al Shire on the tackle.
I would keep the ball on the ground at this point. Jonathan Taylor is by far your best option.
Yeah, listen, I think he's probably always the best option, right? When you got a guy like that on your team.
Yeah, they're going 3 tight ends here, and I like that. Heavy up the formation. I don't know why you're in shotgun.
He is in the gun, Jones. The 3 tight ends, as you mentioned, 1 receiver. Taylor in the backfield. They give it to Taylor on the right side. Plenty of room to run. He breaks free into the 2nd and 3rd level. Gets inside the 30, down to the 28-yard line. Tackled between the numbers and the far sideline. An excellent block there by Drew Ogletree, the tight end, an 11-yard gain.
We've got a player down.
Al Shire looks to be the player down at the 32-yard line. Trainers are out for the Texans. Al Shire from Florida Atlantic University. He will step aside as the trainers look at Al Shire. The Texans leading 20-13 with 10:23 to go in the game. The Colts are driving. This is Football Sunday on ESPN Radio.
Want to win this holiday season? Aura Frames makes it effortless, personal, easy, and unforgettable. Upload photos, share videos, and even preload memories before it ships, so your gift feels thoughtful from the moment it's unwrapped. For a limited time, visit auraframes.com and get $45 off Aura's best-selling Carver mat frame using promo code GAME. Don't forget to mention ESPN Radio at checkout. Now go win the holidays. Terms and conditions apply.
Every great team has its core players, but when the season gets tough, adding the right free agent can make all the difference. The same goes for business. At Robert Half, we found that 67% of companies surveyed plan to increase their use of contract talent to handle workload peaks and backlogged projects. With Robert Half's specialized recruiters experience, combined with our award-winning AI, you can quickly find the skilled candidates you want. At Robert Half, we know talent. Discover how we can help at roberthalf.com/talent.
My Cause, My Cleats celebrates the positive impact that NFL players have made on and off the field in communities across America. This week, players across the league showcase their unique and customized cleats to recognize the various causes they are passionate about supporting. Visit NFL.com/MyCauseMyCleats to see the reveals, discover player stories, bid on their custom cleats for charity, and learn more about their commitment to making a difference in their communities.
Talk about stepping up! It's time to level up your game. Introducing the all-new ESPN app. All of ESPN, all in one place. Your home for the most live sports and the best championship moments. The electricity is palpable. Step up your game with no annual contract required. It's the ultimate fan experience. Level up for more on the ESPN app or at stream.espn.com. Sign up now.
This is Football Sunday on ESPN Radio.
Welcome back here to Indianapolis. Texans leading 20-13. The Colts are driving inside the 30 at the moment. 10:23 to go in the game. It's 1st and 10 from the 27-yard line. Azeez Al-Shire is headed into the medical tent for the Texans on that last play. Jones in the pistol formation. 3 receivers to the left. Now Taylor flexes to the right side of Jones. Jones takes the snap, hands it off to Taylor. Straight ahead. Breaks through and gets inside the 20 down to the 19-yard line. A gain of 8 on the play.
I'll tell you what, one of the things I really like about his running style is he does not leave a lot of yards on the field. Really squares his shoulder up well. Great body lean. Really got some tough yardage there.
Colts blew an 11-point fourth quarter lead last week against KC, now trying to come back here. Jones under center, 2nd and 2 from the 19. Takes the snap, hands it off Taylor. Taylor this time wrapped up in the backfield. A loss on the play there for Taylor as he's taken down near the left hash mark. Mario Edwards on a 5-yard loss. I mentioned last week and the loss to KC. For more on that, let's check in with Jeff Darlington.
George, I was at that game, an 11-point meltdown in the fourth quarter, and that was 4 straight 3-and-outs for the Colts in that game. They talked about self-evaluating, play calls being different, more of Jonathan Taylor. I think we're already seeing that on this drive.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you there, Jeff, for sure. Daniel Jones in the gun, 3rd and 7 from the 24-yard line of the Texans. Taylor on his left hip, 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. 3 seconds on the play clock, 2 seconds, gets the snap off. 5-step drop, throws over the middle, incomplete, in and out of the hands of his receiver, Josh Downs. Jalen Petrie in coverage. It would have been shy of the sticks regardless. So 4th down, and the field goal unit coming out for the Colts.
Yeah, I was thinking in the back of my mind, is this 4-down territory? And maybe if they got some yardage here, but 4th and 7, I could see making kicking a field goal. You still need a touchdown though at some point with only 8:44 to go.
Yeah. 42-yard field goal attempt. Again, Badgley missed a PAT in the first quarter. Snap is down, the hold, the kick is up, and it is good. Splits the uprights.
That one actually went between the uprights.
It did, actually, yes. So the officials got that one right. So with 8:40 to go in the game, the Colts inch a little closer. They trail by 4. Texans leading 20-16 against Indy. This is Football Sunday on ESPN Radio.
Clinton Yates here, and the holidays are upon us, full of gatherings, toasts, and plenty of cheer. And if you're like me, you want every moment to shine. That's why I head to Total Wine & More, where you'll find it all at the lowest prices, from rich whiskeys and smooth tequilas to festive liqueurs and elegant champagnes. And if you're not sure what to grab, their guides will help you find bottles that impress. You'll always find what you love and love what you find only at Total Wine & More. Spirits not sold in Virginia and North Carolina. Drink responsibly. B21.
That's the ease at which you get information. You want it, you get it. Like that. Ask your phone. Group chat. Smartphone. You're always connected and informed in real time. No waiting. So if you're diabetic and still using finger sticks to read your blood sugar, what are you waiting for? Knowing your blood sugar levels instantly is important for managing diabetes. Call US Med at 888-665-0696. To learn more about continuous glucose monitors, a real-time instant method to track your blood glucose, US Med is an approved provider for Medicare and over 1,000 private insurers. And the best part? Call 888-665-0696 and we'll give you a free insurance benefits check today. So call 888-665-0696 today. That's 888-665-0696 and manage your diabetes as easy as...
Coach Saban here, and let me tell you, every second matters. Preparation is everything, and that's why I trust Kidde Smoke Alarms.
And as North America's #1 home fire safety brand, they're built to respond over 25% faster to smoke detection. Kidde helps protect what matters the most. Find it at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. #1 claim based on total household installations as of December 2023. 29% faster average smoke detection based on internal testing of smoldering wood fires for Kidde 9th edition versus leading competitor 8th edition products.
This is Football Sunday on ESPN Radio.
Welcome back to Indianapolis. The Texans leading 20-16. Colts got a field goal there on that last drive. 8:40 to go in the contest. 18 of the last 22 meetings since 2014 between these two teams have been a one-score game, and we're there right now. Houston leading time of possession by over 7 minutes at the moment. Jalen Noel to field it at his 5 here on the kickoff at the 15, the 20, 25, cuts inside, and at the 30 bowls over a defender to get to the 31. Let's check in with Jeff Darlington.
Yeah, guys, Azeez Al-Shaair is actually now being evaluated for a concussion, the linebacker for the Texans. Currently out of this game. We'll keep you posted if he does clear protocol or if he's done for this one.
Hey, Jeff, thanks for joining the second half here. You had an extended break somewhere in the locker room. I don't know what you were doing. We thought maybe you went to the airport, Manny Petty.
I was hanging with Pat McAfee. He's over in the corner here. We were just catching up on things about ESPN.
There you go.
Jeff Darlington dropping names. That's not breaking news.
All right, 1st and 10 from the 30 for the Texans. Stroud under center, 6 offensive linemen out there. Colts crowding the line of scrimmage. 7-step drop for Stroud. Man in his face throws. It's complete to Collins at the 50. 45 breaking tackles inside Colts territory. Down to the 41. Cam Bynum eventually tripped him up after a 29-yard gain. Taken down inside the hash marks.
And Neville Gallimore was buried down on C.J. Stroud. What a throw under duress.
Excellent job there, and Collins able to shield the defender to make a great catch. So Texans cooking already in Colts territory. Stroud under center. Chubb in the backfield. 2 receivers to the left. They give it to Chubb on the right side. And Chubb met at the 40. They'll give him 1. 2nd and 9 upcoming. Kwity Paye and Neville Gallimore again in there for the tackle.
Boy, this is a really important sequence. If you're the Colts now, you've got to hold them to 3 here if you have any meaningful chance. Just given the way this Texan defense has controlled the game, you really can't go down 2 possessions with only 7.5 minutes to go in the game.
7:25 to go, as you mentioned, Mike. 20-16 Texans and driving again. Ball at the 40, 2nd and 9. Stroud in the gun, takes the snap. Clean pocket, throws it to the right side. It's complete at the 30 to Higgins. Higgins diving forward, picks up the first down as he gets down to the 26-yard line. A gain of 14 on the play as he's taken down near the right hash.
Yeah, Higgins just beat Jalen Jones there. Created way too much separation from a Colt perspective. Another important first down for the Texans.
1st and 10. 6:45 to go in this one. Texans driving, nearing the doorstep of the red zone. Woody Marks in the backfield. Stroud under center. Trips to the left. 1 receiver to the right. All on the right hash. Stroud hands it off to Marks. Big hole up the middle. Marks pushing forward, gets near the marker, and he's taken down right at the sticks. Inside the 20. Down to about the 17, let's call it. They'll give him 9 on the play. 2nd and 1.
Looks right now that this Colt defense just looks tired. Time of possession is now 31.5 minutes for the Texans, and it certainly looks the way it seems like the Colts defense has worn down on this drive.
2nd and 1, ball on the 17. Stroud under center. 2 tight ends to the right, 1 receiver to the left. They give it to Marks. Marks this time met in the backfield. It'll be a loss on the play by Zaire Franklin, who came in there like a heat-seeking missile.
So if I'm D'Amico Ryans, if I'm going to go for it on 4th down, which he's done a lot, I'm going to try to score a touchdown on this play.
So they're bringing in the heavy lineup again. Blake Fisher, the tackle, along with Jakob Johnson and British Brooks. 3rd and 1.
Yeah, they're going to run this tush-push again.
They'll put him at the 17. Stover again lining up the tight end as the Wildcat quarterback. He pushes forward. He's right at the line to gain.
They turned him at the end. I don't know if he got this. Stover didn't reach. He got turned, and that may have been the difference between him getting a first down and not.
The officials look to be short of the marker.
Well, we know if it's close today, it's going to be for the Texans.
And they've held them. They've held them. It's going to be 4th down.
Well, they're going for it. They're going to run the same play. Same personnel grouping.
Well, Stroud is out there now.
No, but he's going to line out.
Splitting out wide.
Yeah, he'll split out. They're going to run the same play.
And he does split out to the left side. Stover under center again. The tight end. He pushes forward again.
I don't
know if he got it.
I don't know.
I don't know either. Zaire Franklin jumped over the pile to try to stuff Stover.
This is close.
They're sorting it out.
I'll tell you what. if they get it, I would challenge that if I was the Colts.
There's still a sea of humanity down there, and they're now pulling them apart. Colts think they got it. Texans think they've got it.
They're going to measure. Virtual measurement?
There's a timeout on the field for a virtual measurement.
A virtual measurement? We got 80,000 people here waiting for some virtual decision.
Now, I'll tell you this. I did some UFL games a few years ago where that was a big part of the process. So it's interesting to see. It's the first time I've seen it in the NFL live. I've seen it obviously on television. It looks to be short from my eyeballs. I don't know what it'll say virtually, but the virtual measurement is up on the screen. And it's short. The Colts turn them back.
The ball will go over to Indianapolis, first down and 10. Timeout on the field.
And Zaire Franklin diving over the pile. Save that one. Colts turn them away. They trail by 4. It's Texans 20-16, but the Colts will take over at their own 17 with 4:45 to go in this one. This is Football Sunday on ESPN Radio.
Empower. Tim collects bobbleheads. A lot of bobbleheads. Baseball bobbleheads, race car bobbleheads, little chihuahua bobbleheads. He's got an entire room strictly for bobbleheads. Does he need them? No. Is his wife mad about it? A little. But Tim works with Empower, and he got good at money, so he can be a little bad. Ooh, horse bobblehead. Classy, Tim. Empower. Invest well, live a little. Start today at empower.com.
On the golf tee, it's Skechers World Champions Cup. Watch it live December 4th and 5th on ESPN and ESPN Plus, 12 to 4 p.m. It's PGA Champions Tour golfers from all over the world. Team USA versus Team Europe versus Team International. Watch it live December 4th and 5th on ESPN and ESPN Plus, 12 to 4 p.m. The competition will be tense, but feet will be comfy. Tune in to Skechers World Champions Cup. Final round of golf on Sunday, December 7th on ABC, 1 to 5 p.m.
The post-crib assembly press conference, brought to you by Progressive.
Michael, you had some trouble putting the crib together today. What went wrong?
You know, those instructions can be tough, and, well, you saw the outcome.
Were you upset when your wife pulled you and called in the backup?
No, I mean, the baby needs a crib to sleep in, so whatever it takes.
You've got a changing table to put together next. It's got a lot of drawers. What's your comment?
You know what? We're done here.
Like it or not, sometimes you need a backup. That's why there's Progressive to protect your home and auto. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
ESPN Bet is becoming the score bet this December. The same betting app you love with a new look and promos curated just for you. Existing ESPN Bet customers don't have to change a thing. Your account, wallet, and bets will all remain the same. Plus, kick things off right now by logging in and claiming a 100% profit boost. More action, more rewards, more for you. The score bet coming this December. 21 plus, gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
I'm Christine Lisi. Panthers leading the Rams 31-28 at the 2-minute warning. LA's Matthew Stafford today has been picked off twice and fumbled once. Let's send it back to George Sedano in Indianapolis.
All right, Christine, it's 20-16 Texans here, 4:45 to go in this one. The Colts, their worst starting field position of the day. At their own 17, Jones in the gun. Hands it off to Taylor. Taylor finding daylight, knifing through the defense up the middle, gets the first down, but a flag comes in late. He'll have an 11-yard gain, but let's see what the laundry's about.
During the run, illegal hands to the face. Defense, number 45. 5-yard penalty, automatic first down.
And that's E.J. Speed, who's in there for Azeez Al-Shire. He's dealing with a concussion protocol.
Yeah, good call. It looked like that was on Quentin Nelson, push his head back.
Yeah, E.J. Speed, the former Colt. First down for Indianapolis, 4:40 to go. They trail by 4. Ball on the 33-yard line. Jones in the gun. 2 receivers to the left. Now make it 3 receivers to the left with Downs in motion, but they hand it off to Taylor. This time Taylor picks up maybe 2 as E.J. Speed able to corral him this time at the 35-yard line.
Yeah, I don't like this tempo at all. I mean, you haven't moved the ball very well during the game. We're almost at 4 minutes to go. You have 3 timeouts. To think that you're going to huddle and go 12 plays against this great Texan defense, I don't see it. Tempo would be a very good change of pace, and if you need the ball back, you want to move as quickly as possible.
Jones in the gun. Pistol formation with Taylor behind him. Downs in motion from right to left. 2 receivers to the left. Ball in the right half. 2nd and 8 from the 35. They fake it to Taylor. Jones with time. Pressure coming up in the middle late. It's caught there by Pierce at the 45-yard line of the Texans, and he dives forward down to the 42-yard line. A big first down there for the Colts. Alec Pierce, a 23-yard gain.
Big time throw by Daniel Jones, who got hit again. How many times was hit that by Sheldon Rankins? Great throw and catch. Now we got something going here if you're the Colts.
They'll mark him down at the 43-yard line officially. It's 1st and 10. Ball in the 43 of the Texans. Mo Alley Cox and Drew Ogletree in at tight end. 2 receivers out there as well, and Taylor. Jones in the gun, takes the snap, hands it off to Taylor. Taylor bouncing it out to the outside. He's got him laying there on the right side, dives forward and gets wrapped up by Kalen Bullock, but he gets enough for the first down on an 11-yard gain.
Tell you what, Kalen Bullock made a heck of a play as a safety. He came down and made probably a touchdown-saving tackle against Jonathan Taylor. You've seen Jonathan Taylor run through a lot of those tackles in other games. Watching him on film, that was a great job by Kalen Bullock to save a touchdown.
19 carries, 84 yards for Taylor, 24 on this drive already. An 11-yard gain there. Ball on the 32-yard line. It's 1st and 10 for the Colts in Texan territory. Jones changing the play at the line of scrimmage. In the gun, 3 seconds on the play clock. 2 receivers out there. Gets the snap off with 2 seconds to go. Inside handoff to Taylor. Taylor trying to bounce it out to the left side. A shoe falls off.
Yeah, he lost his shoe.
Yeah, and he's tackled in the backfield.
That's one way to slow him down.
They may have given him actually 1 with forward progress, but to your point, he does pick up his shoe, which was somewhere on the 29-yard line. Kalen Bullock right there to meet him, though.
Yeah, this is going to go down on a 2-minute warning here. This is taking way too much time.
2nd and 9, Jones in the gun. 2:02, 2:01, and the 2-minute warning hits. So it's 2nd and 9 upcoming. The Colts fans not happy with what you were mentioning, Mike. Took too long there. Maybe the shoe played a part in that as well. Texans leading 20-16, trying to hold on against the Colts, who are driving with 2 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. This is Football Sunday on ESPN Radio.
This one's for the flavor fanatics. Sour apple 5-hour energy shots don't mess around. They bring the bite. Tart, tangy, and packed with tasty caffeine, this little 2-ounce bottle punches above its weight. With 0 sugar and as much caffeine as your favorite 12-ounce coffee, it's the kind of pick-me-up that keep your taste buds happy without the crash. And it doesn't stop at sour apple. There are 17 bold flavors waiting for you to discover. Pick one up in store or stock up online at 5hourenergy.com or on Amazon today.
Coach Saban here. On the field or on your walls, coverage matters. That's why I go with Behr Marquee Interior Paint and Primer from the Home Depot.
Exceptional hide, advanced stain blocking, and over 1,000 colors to choose from. Behr Marquee delivers one-coat coverage that stands up to real life. One-coat coverage, no overtime. Behr Marquee, only at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. Valid only when tinted to colors from the Behr Marquee Interior One-Coat Hide Collection.
Guys, don't propose with a ring that she didn't pick out. Trust us, she already has a ring in mind. So engage with Gage Diamonds, in person or online, where Gage's skilled ring designers will work with her to create the perfect setting, matched with the perfect stone. Gage specializes in exquisite lab-grown diamonds. Financing available. GageDiamonds.com. We're engagement's middle name.
Game day isn't complete without repping your team. Whether you're in the stands, at home, or tailgating with friends, NFLShop.com has the gear every fan needs. Jerseys, hats, hoodies, and sideline styles straight from the pros to you. Fresh arrivals drop all season long, so you'll always stay game day ready. Fan like a pro and shop now at NFLShop.com.
This is Football Sunday on ESPN Radio.
Welcome back here in Indianapolis. The Colts trailing by 4, 20-16. 2 minutes ago, they have the ball on the 31-yard line of the Texans. It'll be 2nd and 9. The crowd was booing on the way to the 2-minute warning. It wasn't because of the lack of urgency by the offense. It was Kalen Bullock who had his hands in the face mask of Jonathan Taylor. And they have gotten the raw end of a couple of calls here in this one. The home team has.
George, you're being kind.
Jones in the gun on 2nd and 9. Jones takes the snap. Pressure coming. Throws to the left sideline. Too far for his intended target. Alec Pierce. 2 white shirts in the area. The crowd wanted pass interference there as Lassiter and Bullock were in coverage on Pierce.
Yeah, so this is really interesting. So the ball's at the 31-yard line. You have 3 timeouts. So in theory, you could kick a field goal here and then get the ball back and win it with another field goal. You're not necessarily in 4-down territory.
And might I add, we've had some kicking issues here. Michael Badgley missed an extra point earlier, so it would be technically a 3-point game at the moment. And they gave Kaimi Fairbairn an extra point when he actually missed it. So the kicking situation has been fascinating here. Al Shire's back in the game. Jones takes the snap on 3rd down. Has his man at the 25. No, but he drops the football. Did the ball come out or did he drop it? It's Josh Downs.
Fumble. They're saying incomplete.
They're saying incomplete. So Kalen Bullock in coverage.
And George, under 2 minutes, they can't challenge this. This is only goes up to the booth.
So Downs gets it. Does he make a football move? He slips, and then the ball comes out.
Yeah, the ball is out.
Yeah.
All right, this is interesting. It's 4th down. I kick a field goal here because, again, you have 3 timeouts. And they're going for it. I don't know why they're not kicking a field goal to make it a 1-score game. Or a 1-point game.
Right, with the 3 timeouts. I'm with you wholeheartedly.
Interesting decision.
They are the best 4th down team in the NFL this season, converting 81%, but this is a 4th and 9 from the 31 of the Texans. Jones in the gun, trips to the right. Jones and whistles on the field. Timeout, Texans.
You know, D'Amico Ryans was thinking the same thing we were. I don't think they were prepared. I think they were thinking, hey, they'll kick a field goal here. And again, just to take the audience into the decision making, if you hit the field goal, right, which is likely in this day and age, it's 20-19. Next time a field goal wins the game, now you got to convert 1 play for 9 yards against the best defense in the NFL. I'd rather take my chances with the field goal and my 3 timeouts.
And by the way, the big picture situation here, the Colts lead the division by 1 against the Jags, by 2 on the Texans. They still have 1 more game at the end of the season, the last game of the season between these 2 teams. So this is a big deal for both teams, not only in the division, but for the Texans as well, as they're in the 8th seed at the moment in the AFC playoff picture.
Now, if they don't get it, the game's not over, but they're going to have to stop the Texans and score a touchdown.
Yeah, I would try a field goal here. I'm with you wholeheartedly, but maybe they don't trust Badgley at this point. It is 4th and 9 from the 31 of the Texans. Jones in the gun, trips to the right, 1 to the left.
Expect pressure.
Here come the Texans. They bring the blitz. Jones fires too high for his intended target, Michael Pittman Jr. Turnover on downs. Derek Stinley Jr. in coverage. That might be the first target all game on Derek Stinley Jr.
Yeah, I mean, you knew they were going to bring pressure. Ball just sailed on Daniel Jones.
So with 1:45 to go in the game, the Colts trail 20-16. They do have 3 timeouts. This is Football Sunday on ESPN Radio.
Ready to order?
Yes. We're earning unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment with a Capital One Saver card. So let's just get one of everything.
Everything?
Fire everything. The Capital One Saver card is at table 27 and they're earning unlimited 3% cash back.
Yes, Chef! This is so nice.
Had a feeling you'd want 3% cash back on dessert.
Ooh, tiramisu.
Earn unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment with the Capital One Saver card. Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details.
Think Verizon's best 5G network is expensive? Think again. This season, bring in your AT&T or T-Mobile bill to a Verizon store for a better deal. Then use those unwanted bills to wrap up goodbye gifts to AT&T. Or cut them into snowflakes to celebrate your switch from T-Mobile. 'Tis the season to save at Verizon. Just bring in your bill to your local Verizon store and we'll give you a better deal. Rankings based on root metrics which score report dated 1/8/2025. Your results may vary. Requires postpaid consumer mobile bill dated within the past 45 days and same name as person redeeming deal. Additional terms apply.
Want to win this holiday season? Aura Frames makes it effortless, personal, easy, and unforgettable. Upload photos, share videos, and even preload memories before it ships, so your gift feels thoughtful from the moment it's unwrapped. For a limited time, visit auraframes.com and get $45 off Aura's best-selling Carver mat frame using promo code GAME. Don't forget to mention ESPN Radio at checkout. Now go win the holidays. Terms and conditions apply.
ESPN Bet is becoming the score bet this December. The same betting app you love with a new look and promos curated just for you. Existing ESPN Bet customers don't have to change a thing. Your account, wallet, and bets will all remain the same. Plus, kick things off right now by logging in and claiming a 100% profit boost. More action, more rewards, more for you. The score bet coming this December. 21 plus, gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
This is Football Sunday on ESPN Radio.
Welcome back to Indianapolis. The home team, the Colts, trailing by 4, 20-16. Colts have 3 timeouts. Texans have the ball as they couldn't convert a fourth down play a moment ago to Michael Pittman. Derek Stingley in coverage. So C.J. Stroud and company trying to seal this one. Woody Marks in the backfield, Stroud under center. 2 receivers out there, 2 tight ends. They hand it off to Marks on the right side. Cuts back inside. Picks up maybe 3 on the play. Cam Bynum on the tackle. It'll be second down and long still.
Yep, 1 down, 2 to go for the Colts.
Timeout, yeah.
Good job on first down.
So they'll give him 2 on the play. It'll be second and 8 upcoming. And again, the Texans, while they're great on defense, they have not been great under 2 minutes. They've given up the 5th most points in the league, 23. We now pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Football Sunday on ESPN Radio. Welcome back to Indianapolis. Texans leading 20-16. They have the ball. 1:40 to go in this one. They're up 4. Colts have 2 timeouts left. Stroud under center. Ball on the right hash on 2nd and 9. Marks in the backfield. They hand it off to Marks. Marks on the left side. Pushes through and has enough for the first down as he dives forward. He blasts the defender for the Colts and picks up 10 on that one.
Well, that should do it. Great run by Woody Marks there. Boy, physicality at the point of attack. You know, it's too bad. Like, this was a great game. We're going to be talking about the horrendous performance by the officials more than, you know, these 2 great teams going at it. Again, Mekhi Blackman whiffed there as well on Woody Marks. And then Marks plowed through another defender. And if you're the Colts, the Jaguars are winning comfortably at the moment. It looks like they'll be tied atop the AFC South. Sauce Gardner in a boot early in this one. They traded 2 first-round picks for him. Here's Stroud under center. Going to hand it off again to Marks. Marks straight up the gut. Gets past the 45 to the 46-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play. Yeah, I think Shane Steichen, who's an excellent coach, George, I think we'll go back and look at that last sequence and say, you know what, a field goal.
Should have kicked it.
Because, again, we're going against a great defense. It's hard to score a touchdown at any point, but just knowing that, hey, we're going to have to go score a touchdown or kick 2 field. Give me the 2 field goals. I think that was a much better option than try and get a touchdown.
Yeah, I would agree on that. By the way, I didn't understand why the Texans just didn't kneel it at this point.
I agree.
I don't know what they're running it for. And Stroud is under center. They hand it off again to Marks. Marks stopped after a short gain of about 1.5. It'll be 3rd down. Colts have run out of timeouts. 1:20 to go. So they'll be able to run 1 more play after this.
Yeah, this will be really close to end the game here.
Yeah. There'll be 44 seconds to to go once they snap it. And the Colts may have just a couple of ticks on the clock if that's the case after a punt. And you see D'Amico Ryan's calling. Timeout. Houston in one-score games this season started 0-5. Since then, they're 4-0, including today, if they end up holding on. And in each of the last 4.
So, this you and I were saying earlier that maybe they should just take a knee here. They called the timeout with 44 seconds to go on third down. I would expect them to do that here.
So there is 45 seconds left on the clock. The ball is on the 47. It is 3rd and 5. No timeouts for the Colts. The Texans break the huddle with Stroud. Woody Marks in the backfield. They hand it up to Marks on the right side. He's met immediately. Might have been lost on the play there.
Yeah, they're not going to have to run.
That's it. This is over.
Yeah.
Yep, the times have aligned with the play clock and the game clock. And that'll do it. Houston, their first 4-game win streak within a single season since 2018. Back then, they won 9 in a row. And that's it. Mike Tenenbaum's Player of the Game is brought to you by ESPN Bet Sportsbook. The crowd here not happy with the way this one was officiated. You hear it there. By the way, download the app today. 21 plus, gambling problem. Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Your Player of the Game, Mike Tenenbaum.
Yeah, I'm not going to go with the officiating crew. I'm going to go with C.J. Stroud, who I thought played much better in the second half. He was 22 of 35 for 276 yards. Didn't have a touchdown pass, but I just thought he made some big-time throws when he had to, George.
Yeah, he was fantastic. I don't think there's any doubt. First game back, made some big plays. But the Colts will be tied atop the AFC South with the Jaguars leading by 22. Houston is still in the hunt at 7-5, though, and only a game back in the division. They do play again against the Colts, the final game of the season. So it'll be fascinating to see how this AFC South shakes out. And when you look at it, how do you kind of, and again, we're asking